We are live. This is
Hello.
happening.
Also,
Hello.
the Final Fantasy 15 news.
Oh yeah, the Final Fantasy 15 event. Hi everybody. I'm Alex. Tony Scott, not
Hello.
here, as well as our guest Cameron.
I was given a flashlight that is far too bright.
A flashlight. That
No,
is
no,
too
no, a
bright?
flashlight. Flashlights are not bright. Can confirm.
Oh,
Really? You can confirm that?
Oh,
You
yeah.
wanna-
that's something you want to publicly put out there.
yeah.
All right.
Do you want to?
I mean, I looked at an internet page once.
yeah. Okay. They're blue.
There's
as far
certain
as-
ones you can shake
There-
and glow.
Are there?
Seriously, yeah.
What if they combine like the shape flashlight?
All I know is
concept
that
with
all
a
I know
flashlight?
all I know is that there's a zombie one and there's an alien one, and it gets real weird.
All right, Cameron, we gotta let this naughty passions hashtag die like right in the water right now. Just kill that one super quick. I forgot to check like with you if you had Audacity or whatever ready, but
I have Audacity.
we'll figure that out before we start
Later.
recording. This is the part where we don't have to worry about recording. So let's talk about like what's up, Nabashin. You missed last week.
I did.
We missed you. How are you doing, man?
I've been alright. There's not really much that I can really say that I did.
How was Gallivant?
I was great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch
wasn't
it by
it?
myself though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There was like a tragedy in Mark's family, so couldn't
no.
really, couldn't really do anything as far as like hanging out with him that night. But I got to see that, and that was great. Loved it. Bought the soundtrack right afterwards.
That show seems pretty good.
It's real
Yeah.
good.
We should Netflix and chill about it sometime.
I mean, you could watch it yourself, you know.
I mean, I
smooth,
might.
Tony, smooth.
I mean, Naoshin and I once spent a long amount of time in one room and or down a hall from each other, so
Yeah, that's pretty much what Netflix and chill is, right?
yeah, exactly.
I want to watch it. I just have never gotten the chance to. Is it all on Hulu? Because that's where I.
I have no idea. I don't have Hulu, so
I know the
Um,
current season is on Hulu.
Yeah, the current season's on Hulu. I think they took down the first season to prepare for the second season.
Mm-hmm.
But
Maybe it'll go up on Netflix or something.
hopefully.
so just to get a taste of it, and you know, to see if you like it or not. So
It seemed
that's a good gauge for the rest of the series.
fun and gallivanty,
Yeah.
if I may. Well, our condolences go to Mark for whatever.
Yeah, for
happened.
sure.
I hope everything's okay.
At Mark_Kissling, if you want to tweet him.
Yeah, I'll send him a big. I'll send him a picture of drunk Pikachu.
Man, did you guys watch this Super Bowl 20 years of Pokemon commercial? Because it's
No.
pretty good.
I did.
Does it have Detective Pikachu in it?
No, but it's,
Then I don't
it's
give a
pretty
fuck.
fucking good anyway. I'll just tweet it at you.
Okay, that's fair. You said you were in a weird place with video games. What's up?
It's not something I'm playing.
Are you in a
Yeah,
rut?
yeah.
Are you in a gaming rut? Is it happening?
I mean, it happens all the time. I mean, you know, it's nothing new. It's just like I come home and then like I pretty much just stare blankly at my TV screen for a while. Just leave PSN on, just like who's playing online, and that's
Probably
pretty
should
much
play
it.
some Dragonfin Soup.
Yeah, Dragon Fin Soup is the way.
I mean, it's not like I haven't been playing games. Like I have, but like there's nothing to really substantial to really talk about. There's nothing to really to like really get into about it. I guess you could say is just like other than Smash Brothers. Other than Smash Brothers, there hasn't really been much of anything that I've been playing. I've been watching a lot of stuff, but I just haven't been playing anything.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was maybe it was early 2015 or like late 2014. It was probably 2014 because there weren't a lot of things coming out where I was just like more in the rhythm of watching a whole bunch of stuff than I was playing a lot. And that's when I got into game drums and everything. So I definitely know the feeling.
I have been watching a lot of that lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Nah,
pretty
nope,
good.
no, don't know it.
Yeah. I mean, well, Scott, you always play like.
I mean, they're playing
a
Animal
moderate
Crossing
amount of-
Amiibo Festival now.
Yeah, so there is a god. Finally.
There is.
To be fair, Scott, you always play just like this even level amount of video games, or not a lot of video games on a constant basis. So
Yep.
It's been Minecraft a lot for Scott this week. Fucking spoilers.
Actually, I haven't been playing with them.
Really?
Yep, nope. Haven't been
Surprising.
playing.
did you tell them to go fuck themselves? Is that?
It's just that Minecraft is super boring now
You
in
tell
all
them to go
forms.
fuck their selfies.
Sick pull. Nice. I see Cameron smiling about that. He got it too.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I totally know the feeling. Hopefully, you'll find something that really grabs your attention before Uncharted 4 comes out.
Any interest in The Witness, Navashin?
I bought it.
Did you play any of it?
I played maybe about 3 hours of it, but I'm pretty much done with it as far as right now. I'm just
not in the mood for it.
I'm really not in the mood for it.
Yeah,
right now.
it's understandable. I'm kind of in that place with puzzle games right now myself. So.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get to where I'm at with The Witness in a little bit.
Okay.
in the show proper, I have a lot of thoughts and feelings. So.
Got the feels.
Yeah, I understand. Anything else going on in life? Yeah, how's work? Is everyone treating you all right? Is everyone being nice?
Work is still terrible.
Sorry.
There's nothing. I have stuff to talk about, and now I just can't remember about it because, like, when I'm home, I just totally I don't even think about it. At least I try not to, and don't even try to associate anything in my daily life that involves my work life at the same time. So it's it's kind of like a Genocide Jack thing. It's like I just don't remember it. I'm just I'm here and I'm here and I'm here and I'm miserable, but I'm doing all my work. I stay active. They're appreciative of my hard work and everything like that. And then as soon as I step out that door, it's like, oh, what am I doing? I don't even know where I'm at. Oh, I guess I'll go home.
How did I get here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely understand those last few weeks at GameStop, man. Whew. Yeah, I mean, when you're there, you're Brian, but when you're here, you're Nabashin.
I guess that's one way of saying it.
That's the way. Genocide Jack's a whole other person.
But I'm in the process of trying to do a transfer, but it's a fuck. It's gonna be so out of my way. It's like a 30-minute drive from my house to get there, but because the connections I know, my old store manager, I was able to talk to her through Facebook and stuff like that. She's trying to hook me up to get a job over there at her place, which I've been there before to help her out. And that place ain't any better, really, but the only difference is they actually have a manager who knows what they're doing. And it's oh, okay, well, that's a good thing. So that's just something I need right now. I just need something as far as competency and not too much drama. Because it's everyone going against everybody's. Everyone's going after each other's head, and there's an explosion that's happening, and it's no, I'm not gonna do that. That's too easy.
Well, I'm familiar with explosions.
Yes, that's why I wasn't gonna go there.
It really was too easy, but I appreciate you not jumping to it immediately.
You should have jumped to it before you said explosion. You should have just said an Alex's old apartment happened there.
It was a house, all right? My apartment didn't explode. We can check that one off the list.
Can we really? I think we should go check.
That's true. We should go check out and make sure it didn't blow up.
But it's pretty much gas is leaking. The gas is leaking is my coworkers, and then a door's about to shut, and then that's the explosion. It's going to happen any day now. I'm just trying to be away before that actually happens, if you want that analogy, that metaphor.
That works. I like it. I totally understand. It's ticking time bomb is the go-to.
Because there's either two things that's going to happen. Either one is my manager gets what she wants, and then I'll still be there, but it's just every order that she does, it'll drive me crazy, and I'll get fucking upset almost every day I'm there. Or the second thing that can happen is that they fire my manager, or she quits, and then it'll just make me manager again, which I don't want at all. So both situations are not good. So that's why I'm just trying to leave all in general.
Yeah, that's rough. I'm sorry. We were always hoping that the job situation gets better for you, Nabashin.
It's more of if I had a job that doesn't deal with customer service. Even when I go to my transfer, it's not gonna be that much better. It'll be better, but like I said, I need a job without customer service because my anxiety as far as that is it's kind of limit just dealing with people in general, and this is more of Um, I'm a hard worker. I'm a talented person, but I just don't know where to put that stuff into to actually get like a job that can satisfy that appetite, I guess. So I don't know.
Yeah.
No, customer service is the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all know that terrible life. Even Scott does now with your job, Scott.
Yep.
How's it going?
It's not that bad.
Okay. Well, whatever.
I don't actually have to deal with people. I have to deal with messages of people. So if they're retards, I can tell them they're a retard, and everybody will laugh.
Boom! R word drop. Somewhere Harold is gonna write us an angry.
Oh, yep.
Angry
No, sorry,
email.
it was an instruction.
All right. Well,
That was literally an instruction that I got. Sorry, I was supposed to say that beforehand.
Okay. Well, you watch your language,
Context.
Scott.
Context is
Yeah.
always key.
His context is key.
This is a safe place, Scott. A safe place.
Yeah. Yeah. You're safe. You're safe. We're not gonna hurt you, Scott.
Nah, but Harold will.
Yeah, it's true. Harold will for sure hurt you. Yeah, those are poor instructions. You can take that up the chain if you like. Yeah, that's interesting. At least I was gonna criticize the person you work under, but you know whatever. At least that customer service job isn't terrible.
For now, it will be.
But speaking of customer service jobs, how's life treating you, Cameron?
It's pretty great. I'm working about 15 to 20 hours a week, doing a 20-hour week internship, and also going to school full time. So
you got two full-time situations going, pretty much. Combined
pretty much,
work.
yeah.
You got that 40 hours a week. What can you disclose the nature of this internship?
Sure. It's yeah. I mean, I understand. I'm a journalism major, so the idea of my internship is essentially I just do interviews with people who are in the field of graphic design and user interface.
Mm-hmm.
I do some basic interviews with them, and then I write them up, put them on a website. Who I work for is a media acquisition company.
Okay.
And so they acquire these websites, they flip them, and there's one website where they want to improve the quality of articles and interviews going into it, and so I got hired to do that.
So they hired the right man for the job, from what I understand.
Yeah. I'm incredible, so of course.
Tell them why they're wrong about DMC.
Dirty
So
man.
you tell
for
those fucking dirty
job.
websites all about DMC. Tell them that they're all full of shit, and you're here to drop the truth bombs on them. That sounds fun.
Yeah,
Although,
no,
also.
it's. Oh yeah, no. Tomorrow I have an interview with somebody who is the lead user interface designer for the Google Fi, the Wi-Fi thing for Google.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, not Wi-Fi. The cellular program for Google.
Okay. That
So-
sounds cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Also, it's the Super Bowl, but I don't know if any of you care. So.
I mean,
will
like,
be at work.
I'll probably watch it. I like to watch it with my friends.
I'll definitely do that this year myself.
And I drink and I yell at the screen because that's what everyone else is doing. So I think like that's what I'm supposed to do.
Last year was really great.
Yeah, last year was a great game just to watch.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to the year before that, which was just really sad to watch. But yeah, I didn't even know the Panthers were a team. So
It's okay. They're really up until the last couple seasons, they haven't been a big deal.
yeah, I mean, like it's Ravens territory where we're at, or at least Tony Scott and I. So very vocal about that, and I guess Redskins as well because we're near DC. But I have no investment in any team really, so I just like to watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, I'm a Jets fan, so.
Okay.
Yep, it's just suffering. Just endure the suffering. That's
just
what Jets fan.
infinite suffering. You and Colin Moriarty commiserating for alcohol as much as you need.
It's just the worst. We were doing really well this season too. Oh, it's just. I don't want to.
I didn't mean to open old wounds.
I don't want to revisit this. So, but yeah, no. I'm doing well for what I'm doing. It's hard work, but my internship's up in April anyway, so it's not even that much longer. So.
So the Super Bowl's tomorrow, isn't it? Right?
Oh yeah, Super Bowl's tomorrow. Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Yes.
I thought it was next Sunday
Yep.
for some reason.
No, it's tomorrow.
Well,
It is the first Sunday of every February.
Okay. Good to know. All right. I guess it's a good thing I went and got beer. What about you, Tony? How's life?
It's been all right.
Mm-hmm.
Been hanging out, doing work a lot.
Yeah.
My mother was in surgery on Monday, so helping her around the house for the past couple days.
Is she doing all right?
She's all right. Yeah.
That's good.
Recovery's going well.
That's good.
And let's see what else.
Tell her I said hi.
Will do. Also, arranging for sweet chocolates to be available on a certain 14th of this month.
That sounds very nice of you to do. A nice gesture.
Expect deliveries at your house on Friday, Alex.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Let me just switch my hair out of the way real quick.
Let's see, what else? What else did I do? Played no video games, pretty much.
Wow.
Almost zero.
Yeah, he wasn't
Skillful.
here. I couldn't bug him about a what's its face.
Final Fantasy Explorers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't bug him about it.
It'll
I was upset.
happen. It's gonna happen.
I know. I'm just
You keep saying all this.
And Alex.
Nothing has
Shit.
changed since last time when I said nothing was going to change.
Oh my god, look at all the senpais in my... I unlocked my phone and it just opened up.
Yeah, I was only slightly disappointed when you never responded to the message that I randomly sent this week. That was like, look at all these fucking senpais.
I wanted to
All
take... God damn it, Tony, that is loud.
That's not me.
Oh, all right. It must be Cameron then.
Cameron.
God damn
Now
it.
he's all muted.
Sorry.
Fucking caught.
Caught. I wanted to send like a response of my senpais just hanging out, but,
And then there weren't any.
but
you
yeah,
forgot.
I forgot to refill
Yeah,
my
that
beans.
makes sense. Have you used magic beans yet?
I have.
I feel like this is the appropriate place to talk about this game in particular.
Yeah, the bonus
Not on the
content.
show.
I
And
have
I've been
used magic beans.
getting hype about a certain Let's Play that we will be doing pretty soon.
Yes,
You keep hyping this shit, man. Just shut up about it and wait till it comes out.
just wait until it's really upon us, so people can be mutually like expectantly
Mostly
disappointed.
I said this because I was hoping Alex would like immediately plug when that's happening because I forgot.
As soon as I finish Sly Cooper, which will
Yeah.
probably be the end of February, so I assume that will start in March.
You
So
said this
that's,
last week, dude. I
did. I said the same thing.
And in between last week and this week, I forgot. So
Congratulations, Tony.
next week, look forward to Scott's answer next week when he tells me when it is.
I am approaching the end, or
when
I'm
you
about
play Final Fantasy Explorers. That's when.
I'm about halfway through chapter 7 of Sly 2.
It's going to be on Friday, FYI. That's when we will play Final Fantasy Explorers. Me, Alex, and Scott.
Yeah, Scott really sold me on it. I'm very interested.
Yeah, and I'll talk more about it because I might sell you out of it.
Okay, that's
I
good.
mean, I want it to be fair because I was like, oh wait, you're actually, because I mean, what I said in the text, I still think is true.
This
But-
is I think also this is the most we've talked about video games and bonus content in a long time.
Yeah.
I think.
But it's not like the full story.
Okay, that's fair. Cameron, you like bumping and grinding up against?
Yeah,
the
sorry
microphone?
about that.
Are you okay with it? Do you
Why are
need
you
help?
sorry about it? Keep
Do you-
doing it.
Yeah, do you need an adult?
I
No,
don't see nothing
my
wrong.
Just
No,
see
I-
that pretty mouth of yours. Face. Yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. I hope it shows the preview of everyone's little video in the YouTube video because we need that. All right. Anything else, Tony?
No, I don't think so. Like I said, I didn't do all that much except for spend a very long amount of time at work this week.
Okay.
So.
I had a pretty chillaxed week. I worked almost every day this week, but a lot of it was like shorter shift stuff. You know, very relaxed.
Yeah, I'd see you there for like 2 hours, and you'd be like, "All right, see ya."
Yep. I mean, for a 4-hour shift, so that's fine. Picked up a couple of stuff, so.
Getting in there, doing our secret agent duty,
Yeah.
operating.
operating, calling in, strikes, but we're not really allowed to talk about it.
Yeah. Sorry, Afghanistan.
Whoa. We work for the CIA, Cameron, as you know.
Yeah.
And I just randomly pulled Afghanistan out of a hat. So no offense.
Sure.
Any
sure, you
Afghan
pulled that one
people.
out of a random hat, and the hat said Middle East, and I was like, God, Jesus, Tony.
That's topical.
I cleaned up my little studio space down here. It looks really nice down here now. Like everything is kind of proportioned and spaced out differently.
Glad it's not gross anymore.
Yeah, I know. It was so gross before. It was sad because we missed basically 2 weeks of the trash truck coming because of the snow.
Oh, you see,
Oh.
We had a big old
See,
pile of
I was
garbage in
just
our
So
mocking
Gus had
because it
became
wasn't
part of
actually any
like
kind
a trash
of gross.
habitat.
Yeah. Yeah, Scott, go ahead. Please.
I said I was mocking you because it didn't actually look any kind of gross last time I was there.
Yeah.
But yeah, now it makes sense.
Yeah, now it does. Well, it was mostly in our kitchen. It was just a big old pile of garbage. And I'm like, we need to stop this. So Thursday
The
night,
first
I'm
time
like,
you make a sauce and Snapchat it.
yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, I made a lot of wings.
Yeah, Tony made
I've
wings.
been doing that a lot.
Tony sent me a whole bunch of wing pictures that made me quite hungry. He's got his garlic parmesan sauce.
Oh yeah, it's on point.
That looks real good.
I was gonna make it for Super Bowl tomorrow, but I will be at work until literally 45 minutes after the Super Bowl starts. So no time for that.
To be fair, the Super Bowl always lasts 6 hours, so
Yeah,
you'll have plenty of time still.
fair.
I'm going over to my friends up the street house. I'll see if they maybe want me to make any wings. That could be fun. But yeah, I made wings this week too, and sauce, which I finished up last week. Sauce came out like perfect. It's like maybe the best I've ever made the sauce.
The Snapchat stories made sense. So
Yeah. I have a collection of that Snapchat stories saved on my phone in video form, so I was thinking about putting that on Facebook or whatever for people. I don't know, Cameron, if you saw any of my sauce bossing Snapchat story.
Yes, I did.
Did you have a good time? Did you enjoy?
Oh, I enjoyed it quite.
Would you be
much.
likely to recommend it to a friend or family member?
I would
Jesus.
actually, if I had a friend or family member who loved wings as much as I do.
Okay.
So-
trying to become the next Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay? Excuse me, what? Who is that?
It's a barbecue chef who used
you
to do a
don't-
bunch of stuff on Food Network.
You
Right?
don't know who Bobby Flay
Right?
is?
I know.
I don't have TV. It's not like I watch the food.
Emerald-
Network.
Emerald
it's not
Lagasse.
TV. It's not TV now. It's TV always.
Yeah,
Never
exactly.
had TV. Bobby
I
Flay is the king of Southern cooking.
That's right.
Southern barbecue.
He's better than
He was
Paula
a-
Dean.
He was
Whoa.
an Iron Chef. He was
an
the
Iron Chef. That's
People
right.
would come to challenge him on his Southern
Be
barbecue.
like Cat Cora.
I'm gonna be real with you. This is an honest confession right now. I've never really watched Iron Chef.
Oh, that show's so good though.
I I really love cooking and I love watching people cook.
God, you need to go watch Masaharu Morimoto cook stuff.
I
Right?
do. I'm not disagreeing with you guys.
No,
I'm
no
just
one
saying,
ever challenges him because he's the fucking he's a genius.
He's a legend.
He's insanely good.
I know that. He is the Iron Chef, man.
So are you trying to tell me, Alex, that you have never, ever seen diners, drive-ins, and
Oh
dives?
God, Guy Fieri.
I've seen an episode of Diners, Dive-Ins, and Drives. I preferred Man vs. Food.
Okay, I need to know,
To
Alex.
be fair, okay.
Uh,
What's my
at any
relationship
point,
with Guy
no.
Fieri?
At any point in the last basically week, did you go into the break room at work?
No,
Because every day before we started, I would go through on all of the computers there and put pictures of Adam Richman and Guy Fieri as the backgrounds.
Really?
And then the middle one, I just made the background just a giant burger with like a 60s style righteous burger
that's
written on it.
fucking amazing.
Oh.
It was awesome. It was like that for a week.
That's amazing.
That's some commitment, Tony. I appreciate that.
It's funny because like we were in the break room like all day for that entire week that I was there. So I would just like overhear people talking over their like their lunch breaks and be like, "Why the fuck are there so many pictures of Guy Fieri?"
I only go in there if I have an hour lunch. So like I short shifts all this week. I didn't get the chance to go in there, but I'll make sure I stop in and see if I can check with Guy Fieri. If not, I'll put him up there.
Yeah. I think if you go on the computer, like on the internet browser, and just type in righteous burger, it should be like a top search result, just like pop up as you start typing it every
It's good
time.
to know. You know, I'm always on the lookout for a righteous burger.
Yeah, man. Fucking righteous burgers.
Righteous burgers, indeed.
Anyway, sorry for going off on this tangent, but I forgot it completely about that happening.
Yeah, you really derailed that one. Okay. Anyway, we were talking about something.
You were talking about wings and how and then I called you Bobby Flay, and you're like, "Who the fuck is Bobby Flay?"
Yeah.
And here we are.
I made possible. So, I guess that'll make me an Italian meatball or something. I don't know.
I mean, I can give you an Italian meatball.
Oh boy.
He can probably give you 2 Italian meatballs.
No, just one.
Full Italian though.
Just one. The other one's German.
Oh.
I'm neither German nor Italian, so you know.
Yeah, I thought you were.
He just has frozen meatballs.
Croatian.
Like, what are you
Papa
guys
Vinny's
talking about?
meatballs.
You made this big deal about me not knowing that you were Croatian.
I know.
Now you're some fucking Italian German.
Italian German guy.
To be fair, that's pretty much what Croatians are. So.
I mean,
yeah, the line between Italy and Germany, because they're right next to each other, is Croatian.
right next to Hungary and Turkey.
Yeah, I'm actually part Hungarian, so.
There you go.
I meant to text you this week, Nabishan. I have an idea that I want to run by you. So
Sure.
if you can remind me of it. Nabishan's been my idea coach this week, which I appreciate as the resident ideas man of Irrational Passions.
Yep.
Have you been taking a
And-
lot of things to heart, or
Totally.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it out loud and everything like that, but I don't know if it with your feedback you got from him, did that kind of discourage you, or did it was or make you actually think more about maybe I do need to improve my writing style?
No, it was definitely a thing of anytime I pitch to different publications, you kind of have to tailor it to that publication, and the person in question was definitely looking for something more specific than what I sent. But I figured there were 2 that I felt really good about, and I would send them out and kind of see what they had to say. I didn't expect either of those to necessarily land, but
Okay.
the feedback that I got back, which typically, depending on the response that I get back from whatever editor, will let me know if it was one good, what I write, was it good at all? Because if they give a more detailed response, it means they liked what you had to say, but they're just looking for something else. So if anything, that was more encouraging of well, that means he wouldn't have taken the time to respond in the way that he did if he didn't think that I had something. So
He actually fucking read it and took it to heart.
yeah, that means he read it, he was paying attention, and that he liked what I had to say. They just weren't going to be good fits for that publication.
And that's understandable because he is getting a lot of that, and it's I need something a little bit more different because I'm getting flooded by so much of the same thing.
Yeah, and it definitely was I'm going to take a few days to think about kind of the next thing I'm going to send here and put a lot more time into it. And I've definitely had a few more ideas come through that I'm going to send out to probably different publications that you can just kind of send quicker, faster things to. So, but yeah, no, it's never feedback or rejections from publications that I pitch is never really discouraging. I've never ever had anyone say I don't think this is very good, or you should work on your grammar or writing or skills, or just in general. So if anything, I've just gotten more and more confident with that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, you get a feel for kind of the amount of time people put into your response to your stuff. So, let's how about we start the real show? How's that sound? So
No.
Nah.
all right.
No.
Game
Bonus
over, guys.
content, the entire episode.
Bonus content until the end of time.
It's just you put out a 10-second
okay, now you're
podcast.
going
It's
too
hey, go
far.
listen to the bonus content. See ya.
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm a really bad guest if bonus content isn't 2 hours long.
That's not
Bring-
true. That's not true.
Bring the content.
I feel like I'm a bad guest if I leave, I go on a show and it's not their longest show that they've ever done. Because all but one podcast I've been on, that was the case. So I've been really nailing it because I'm like, Irrational Passions is like way too fucking long, right? I'm gonna come on your show and ruin it. And they're like, yeah, we know. And then I come on, and
we discussed it.
And then Barrett's like, the sun just went down, and we're not even halfway done. I'm like, I know.
I'm on the east side. What do you think the time it is for me?
This time don't mean shit over here. Cameron, do you have Audacity open?
I do have Audacity open.
So you remember kind of like the last time we did this?
Oh yeah, for sure. I recorded our Naughty Gamers podcast on Audacity. So
okay. Can you do like a test recording for me? Just make sure you're recording from the right device and everything.
Yeah, for sure. Let me do this real quick.
The same sitch that happened.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2 boner. Did I do it?
Nailed it.
Jeez.
No, since like I really needed that week off. We missed you, man. As I'm sure
you did all right.
You listen to the show.
Just all right,
1, 2,
though.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Compliment. We know what we did.
Yeah, we know we were still missing. Will had a good time too. He was recording from the wrong device. It sounds like.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, I did the best I could, and I made it so basically the echoey stuff wasn't happening when everyone else was talking. But he sends his apologies. Happens sometimes. All right, you all good, Cameron?
Yeah, I should be. I'm just going to test it one more time here real quick. Just to make sure that I'm not blowing out the mic when I do it.
This is commitment.
Right? It's a bad habit of mine, as I've learned as I'm editing my own recordings, that I have a bad habit of the sudden inflection in my voice. And it just it murders my microphone. So
it peaks your microphone?
So I'm messing with like the
I'm working on a tutorial video of me editing Irrational Passions podcast and kind of showing how I do it. So if that sounds at all interesting to you, that'll be up soon.
That does actually sound interesting to me. So just want to make sure that I'm not getting too loud right now. It is getting a bit too loud.
It's like, oh yeah, that's probably too loud. I'm going to go get another beer. I'll be back.
Sure.
All right, I should be good to go from here.
Cool.
Ooh, is that a Henry Weinhurst? Or sorry, is that a Not Your Father's Root Beer?
This is a Not Your Father's.
That's pretty good.
They were pretty good. I saw them. They were on sale at the liquor store I normally go to, so I figured I'd grab some. They also have a Not Your Father's Ginger Ale now, which I saw.
That actually might be pretty dang good.
Yeah.
What's the content on that? 5.9?
Yeah, 5.9.
Solid.
Not a huge ginger ale guy, so I figured I probably wouldn't appreciate it, but I know a lot of people that are, so. Also, Cameron, the liquor store that I like to go to has stuff from 21st Amendment. So they have.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they have
They got your watermelon beer there?
They have the IPA right now. I didn't notice that they had it until it was like fall beers, so they might have the watermelon one there during the summer. We shall see.
Because you were real into that when we were in San Francisco.
Yeah, Brant, Mr. Brant Ranch, he's the biggest fan of that I know. So. All right, we all ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Awesome. Tony Scott, no,
Oh yeah.
All right. So I'll count down from 5 to 1, and on 1 we will hit record.
Except everyone actually hits it on 3. Alex is just trolling you.
Don't start this.
Start what, Alex?
On 1, 5,
1,
4.
2.
God. Y'all in the work here.
On 1, 1, 2, 1.
See, it came first. Then I just say 4, 3, 2, 4, 8.
It'd be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Record.
We are recording.
Don't say record like we're supposed to record on record. You fucked up Will last week, right? Like that was what happened.
Oh my god.
All right.
That was great.
We should be ready to go. It was great. Now it's over. Stop ruining it, Scott.
Stop fucking it up.
Let me.
Dude, the thumbnail for that Pokemon video that I sent you, Alex, is so good.
What the kid like staring off?
It's just train on.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest commercial for Pokemon
it's
ever.
so weird. And it's not even promoting anything.
It's not. It's just saying, like, oh, Pokemon's 20 years old. It's like, okay. So? Like, what's the point?
I mean,
I'm watching the commercial now. I figured this is important to the context of our podcast.
oh yeah.
All right, then I'll get a drink really fast.
Okay. Who is this, like, Lord-looking lady?
I don't know. She's in it a couple of times. It might just be Lord. I don't know.
Yeah, it might just be Lord. I thought she had dark hair, but that's fine. Whatever.
No, Lord is like that. Is proof that like the '90s have resurged because now we have '90s hot again, which is what Lord is. Lord is '90s hot, which is interesting
Yeah.
because '90s hot wasn't really hot.
No, it was just 90s.
It was just the '90s. The '90s is like the worst era of all time, and we're reliving them. And it's like
Early 90s, especially like that hair. Mm.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
weird. Alex, have you ever had a 1.5 hour shift?
No.
Because apparently I have one of those.
Oh, it might be a meeting.
Oh, that might be so.
That makes sense. I was about to say, enjoy like the $13 you're gonna get for going into work that day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not worried about this news. Is it a Sunday?
Yeah, it's a Sunday.
It's a store meeting.
Oh,
What Sunday is it? Because then I probably have to go
the
to.
21st.
Okay.
So was I not supposed to hit record?
No, you're
No,
fine.
no, you're good.
We're good.
This is all going to get cut from the audio. We're just waiting for Nabishan to get back.
Oh no, it's just actually wrong in here. Okay, that's fine. Because I have a different schedule that got emailed to me, which was supposed to be the same as what's in there. But
Alright, I'm
that
gonna go
has me
run
in there
grab a
for 9 hours,
bottle of
not
water.
1.5.
Do it.
Anyways, so yeah, Alex, I gotta dig deep into this weird anime game.
Yeah, you do. Now Cameron will have to go get a bottle of water, so.
Yeah.
And then maybe Nabashin and I will play a weird anime fighting game this week.
Is it that one that Jason's obsessed with?
Nitro Plus Blasters, yeah.
Yeah.
I have the money.
Got the Muns. I think it's a $60 release, isn't it?
Really? Something like that.
I mean, I could just get it on Amazon for like cheap. But then I have to like subscribe to Prime again, so
I
It's
just.
always Best Buy.
I could just go to Best Buy and give them Alex's phone number again.
You could. As long as you don't use my points, I don't care.
I mean, I don't know how, so
Yeah,
Works
I don't
out.
even know if you can in store. I'm sure you can, but
just go and be like, how many points do I have?
I think
Thanks.
they've always asked me for my ID anytime I've had to use my points. So
I thought, oh no, and also I need to check out Gravity Rush.
yes, is that $40?
That's 30.
It's 30,
Okay, it's reasonable.
but I want a disc, so I have to go check if there is one.
I think it's only on the Amazon. I could be wrong about that.
The disc is only on Amazon.
I believe. I could be wrong about
Let me
that.
try. Let me just go to like GameStop.com because that's like the most convenient like place for me to buy disc games. So
GameSpot.com. Yeah,
GameStop.
I know. Yeah.
Let's see. Gravity Rush for the PS Vita. That's a thing. So I guess it is only Amazon.
That's fine.
Yeah.
They're still offering the 20% off.
Yeah, but I have to then subscribe to Prime first. So I need to do that anyway, and then cancel my Division pre-order and then re-pre-order it at the Prime price.
Yeah. Well, it should retroactively do that to your orders, but yeah,
Maybe.
double check it.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Did you see that Amazon lowered our Kingdom Hearts pre-order prices option to even more?
So what is it, like 35 or something?
It's like 42 or something like that.
Maybe I should buy this Kingdom Hearts 3 game.
Oh, I should probably pre-order it.
Nobshin
I'm a fan,
and I
so.
pre-ordered it when it was like lowered price for some fucking reason. It was
Okay.
like $50, and then they started doing the like 20% off, and it just went down lower.
So-
Nice.
So
You know, Amazon has killed any attempt that I had of keeping myself from pre-ordering anything.
yeah, I mean, I still like you can just still get it 20% off within the first 2 weeks. So, but I feel less bad pre-ordering from Amazon than I do anywhere else. So
I need to see if this even it comes on a disc. I think it does.
what, Gravity Rush?
Nitro Plus.
Yeah,
I know that Gravity Rush does.
what it's on. So, all right, let's get started. We're all recording, right? We're all good.
Yeah.
Yep.
It should be at like 6:18, 6:20 seconds. Okay. Just make sure. Somebody sent me another horror story of Audacity skipping seconds ahead in everybody's file. I was like, no, don't ever happen. All right, let's do it. It is Saturday, February 6, 2016, and you are listening to the Irrational Passions podcast. I am Alex O'Neill, and with me this week I have Scott Guthier.
Hello.
Tony Horvath is here.
Hello.
Brian
You're back to it.
Yeah.
Nobishin Jackson has returned.
When you are with me, I'm free. I'm careless, I believe. Above all the others, will fly. This brings tears to my eyes. My sacrifice. That was for y'all, since I missed the show.
That was
Which I
beautiful.
said I would never do, but
Sacrifice.
fuck it. Yeah, I sacrificed them. But now that I've broken the wall of it, like, you know, like off
You're
my
just gonna miss
shoulders.
half the episodes this year.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm gonna be on next week, honestly, but we'll see.
He's gonna
He's just
Joseph
out.
phase
He's
his way
fucking
out of the
gone
fucking show. We're just gonna phase Jared in. There you go. That's how it. That's how it happened.
Oh, is it official now?
Cameron Abbott is here as well.
Hey, yo.
I'll line up the delay on those two, so it just sounds like you guys are perfectly harmonizing.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Uh,
As if
And-
Nobishin couldn't make me love him anymore.
Aw.
I love like the love that is fostered between the two of you, with only having you been on episode 250 the one time, Cameron. You're Cameron. You have a podcast.
I started a venture up with a friend of mine for more than 10 years, Chandler Duggar. He and I started Naughty Gamers. That's KNOTTY. You perverts.
Yeah.
Yep, filthy animals. But yeah, we have the Naughty Gamers podcast. It goes up every week, usually sometime on Friday or Saturday. Try to get it up actually Thursday night right after we finish recording it, but well, only put out 3 so far, so far so good.
Yeah, you were broaching. It was announced on the top 10 Game of the Year show that you did with Jacob lately.
That is correct. We announced it there. Well, I announced it there.
Yeah.
right
Jacob
now,
has
actually,
nothing to do with it. He's
No,
just,
he
he's just an animal.
well, he made the decision to, I'm going to go back to my shitty little like scrap of land in the middle of a pond that is England, and like be with his family and all these other unimportant things.
Yeah.
Rather than marrying me and becoming a United States citizen. So he made that decision on his own.
What a fucking bastard. Just leaving you at the altar like that. It was just sickening, honestly.
But yeah, no. It's been great so far. It's definitely a great outlet for me. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm writing a lot more, which is the best part about it.
I love it.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I don't know if you've listened to any of the episodes yet.
I haven't yet. I haven't gotten the chance yet. So.
Well, it's okay because you can listen to them over at soundcloud.com/naughtygamers.
Oh.
Or you can always head over to naughtygamers.com and see all of our sick content there.
Yeah,
We
I'm
launched.
looking at naughtygamers.com. I like it.
Yep, that is all Chandler. I know jack diddly squat about website design. As he will proudly tell you that he made all of that because
It sucks
I don't.
dick. There's all you got to know about website design. It sucks.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
But-
Our like hosting renew went through this week, which was it's always just a fucking stressful time of the year for me. Of just like, all right, let me call GoDaddy real quick and see how everything's going. Is anything broken? And they're like, no, but you got to pay us this much money, and you have a good day. And I just hang up on the phone with them. So.
Yep. Well, Chandler actually works for GoDaddy, so.
Okay, well, you can tell Chandler that he works for a monster. I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. GoDaddy's fine. They do have really good customer service. I'll give them that.
That's where he works for it, so.
Yeah, they our website at some point, like when the writing team was on, we were actually getting so much traffic that they upgraded the servers for our site for free,
Nice.
which was very nice of them. And it was a moment in my life where I was like, is this real? Are you guys just fucking with me right now? But they were not. So they're all right. I like GoDaddy. They're definitely one of my preferred hosting services.
Yeah, I don't know jack diddly squat, but.
It's tough. It's complicated, as is everything. But I taught myself all of it at some point. Maybe you'll pick up a thing or two from your good little buddy there.
Yeah, Chandler taught me how to go to where I can write things and how I can publish them.
WordPress.
Yeah, WordPress. Yeah, we use WordPress.
Yeah.
He said, you hit this, and don't forget to tag, because you always forget to tag, and I have to go in later and tag them for you.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I don't tag enough at this point, because I'm like, man, this is so much work, and no thank you.
Yep.
Well, Cameron, thank you for unceremoniously coming on. We kind of didn't give you a lot of warning on that.
Just like, hey, we're going to be on, like, what are you doing in an hour? You want to come on this podcast? Sure. Let me shower real quick.
Let me clean my body so when my video camera comes up, I don't look like it just... well, I appreciate you showering and just getting it all together for us. That's so so sweet of you.
I'm happy to be here. I really am. I'm a huge fan, so...
Well, I'm a huge fan of yours. You're a lovely, lovely human being. I cannot wait to see you in May.
Oh, I
told Tony and I had a conversation that he should come to Kind of Funny Live too.
You should.
Oh, I will.
Tony, you need to, because so I can just like embrace you in person.
Yeah, it'll be really awkward and awesome.
Mostly awesome.
Mostly awesome. Yeah.
Awesome for me. I don't feel awkward when it comes to like human interaction.
Oh, me either. But it's just gonna get really sexual.
So everyone else is gonna feel.
So everyone else will get real uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, like the seconds I spent with Cameron in an Uber were some of the most sexually deprived experiences of my life.
I mean, I imagine so.
If I remember
I
correctly,
expect no less.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, we were in somebody else's hotel room.
Yeah.
Sitting on a bed with a bunch of other guys already on the bed,
Yeah.
and it did not stop me one bit. So
No, not at all. Animals. We're all animal. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
granted, everybody was like totally wasted at that point too. So
yeah, a little bit. I believe the Kind of Funny folks, because I missed it myself, they just gave a kind of general window for what to expect from Kind of Funny Live too. So
Labor Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be
is it Labor Day or
around
Memorial Day?
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Memorial Day. There you go. It's in May. Memorial Day is in May, right?
Yeah, Labor Day, September, if I remember correctly.
You're right.
Okay.
So Memorial Day weekend, and it's going to be like a 2-day event. It's going to be crazy. I'm not getting left out in the wind on VIP this time. I'll do what it takes.
Will be left out in the wind on VIP. That's fine.
That's a decision you have to make.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I'll just call Greg Miller and just serenade him with my voice. So.
Oh, but say like, yeah, you know me. Get me in here.
Yeah, that's as very important as it gets. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think like what they did last year was cool for that. For people that wanted to spend like the extra, what was it, like $40 or whatever for that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm very excited. But
we're gonna get the band back together.
Yeah, except for Jacob. Jacob, I doubt will come because he's like on a pond in England.
Yeah, but so is like Amy Gills, and she's coming. So
yeah, that's true. She's in Ireland, so she's even cool. She's at least cool, right? Jacob's just
I know, right?
born in England.
Talking about his English breakfast, motherfucker.
Yeah, like, well, let me tell you about what chips are. I'm like, Jesus, what are you, Tom Hawkins? We've got a great show lined up for you. Cameron's here, so you know it's going to be quality. He's drinking water right now, but I'm sure he is.
Oh, that's not water. This is not water.
Oh, that is Gatorade.
Powerade.
Powerade.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, interchangeable for me too. But I don't want you getting hated by. I don't want you getting hated by those Coke fanboys out there. Jeez.
Yeah, that is orange water, as far as I'm concerned. Just some housekeeping real quick. If you haven't read it, check out my thing that I wrote about Undertale on the website. I would recommend it. I think monthly Passions is on the way. We're gonna, I think, stick to normal monthly Passions until we get some other stuff that might happen in the future figured out. And I use a picture from Oron High School Host Club for the cover art of last.
Smart. Thank you.
Yeah, because I love.
I would have probably been very upset if you didn't do that.
Yeah, I thought it fit for the title of Cute Anime Boys.
But then I thought, like, maybe he'll get a screenshot from that game they were talking about, so maybe that's probably acceptable, but I would have been upset.
See, I was looking at stuff like that. I probably wouldn't be able to get the shape to fit because it's, like, thin and tall as opposed to, like, a normal cover image, so.
Quick sidebar.
Uh-huh.
Tony,
that's you.
I'm here.
Did you play that game that Dan played on Professional Fridays?
What, Love Beat?
I guess.
Yes, I did.
Okay, I was just wondering. That seemed like something up your alley.
Oh yeah. I thought I mentioned it to you guys, but that is in many, many ways a blatant clone of Audition. So yeah, I played it.
Okay.
I only played it once. It does not have the reason why I still play Audition. So
Yeah. Okay. You are married in Audition, so that does make
technically no, I'm not.
Oh.
I haven't been for like 8 months.
Divorced in Audition, I should say.
That's right.
Sick burns.
Sick burns.
In other stuff, I recorded 3 new episodes of Buddy System today. Buddy System was like the little series that Brendan and I did a pilot for. Brendan, once video editor at Irrational Passions. He did the video version of his top 10. We recorded a bunch today. I think it was like 2.5 hours total. One was about Star Wars: The Force Awakens, which is something he really wanted to do. One was about Kingdom Hearts, and the other was about Tales of Symphonia. And they were all really fun. I had a lot of fun doing those. It took up most of my day today, just kind of setting up and doing the recording for that. So hopefully those will be out soon. I would expect maybe a month or two for them to start pouring out because Brendan's got to do a lot of editing work with those. But he likes doing it. We got plans for hopefully more in the future as well. Those are definitely a lot of fun to do. So hopefully we'll be able to keep doing those and maybe get Scott and Tony on some at some point.
Yeah.
If those recording days line up. But yeah, the one episode about our favorite games is up right now on youtube.com/Irrational Passions. So check that out. If you've not watched it, it'll be a little bit better quality. We got a different, better camera for our second shot camera, like our close shot camera, and the audio quality will be a little bit better. So, but look forward to that. That's coming up soon. And like I know you are, Cameron. I would expect nothing less. And I got a tutorial for How I edit the podcast coming up soon. It's not taking as long to edit as I thought I would, but I'm running into some unexpected issues. Hopefully those will get fixed out and I'll be able to get it up within the next couple of weeks.
Did you throw up halfway and you didn't remember it?
No, I didn't, but just the software that I'm using to edit it has been a little bit frustrating. It's new software, so trying to think anything else. I will have my Firewatch review will be up on Monday. I believe I'm allowed to say that. So it'll be up by the time you listen to the audio version of this. If you're watching the video version over the weekend, it'll be up Monday. And I've got some video stuff for that going up on Tuesday, hopefully, if everything goes as planned. So check that out if you're at all interested in it. That's about it. Let's talk about video games. How does that sound? Cameron, I'm dying on the inside. Dying, waiting to know about Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. So please.
All right,
enlighten me.
I will enlighten and regale you with my tale. So I got it because Chandler and I talked about it on the Naughty Gamers podcast, episode 2. We talked about it and actually how it was kind of a surprise that we didn't know, because we've known each other for over 10 years and we still didn't know that each other liked Digimon.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a fun little trip down memory lane. And so getting this game, it's I played through all the way through like the prologue of the tutorial to facing your first boss, getting through all your training fights. And I stopped there because I want to start streaming it. But so far so good. Like it plays like a really traditional JRPG type of a style of a just RPG system. It's got some free roaming. It looks like it takes place in both Shibuya, Tokyo, and
the digital world.
A digital world, yes.
I'm familiar with the digital world. I don't know if you know this. It's where all the kids hang out.
It's where we are right now. So.
Exactly. We are in it. We're flying through the tubes of the internet like in the Digimon movie. God, that movie's fantastic.
That movie, man. Like, I have to rewatch that. I'm curious if it's aged well. I don't.
It hasn't. We watched it recently on MupX. God damn.
Bad?
Oh, it's not bad. Well, okay, yes, it is bad, but like, it is just like the middle part is really good, and the beginning and latter parts were like other movies or special episodes that were cut down, so the pacing is all fucked.
They're all that. They're just big clusterfuck of movies. Or mini movies,
so,
I guess you could say.
So like it's all put together into one thing that's just like, man, this part in the middle just seems pretty. It's about the main Digimon characters. It makes sense, it's pretty straightforward. It's like a Digimon story that is totally fun and enjoyable, except for when they go in the internet and somebody makes a joke about calling Bill Gates. Or like, man, these guys are breaking the rules. We should have told our principal. And I'm like, God, fuck, man, the 90s were so pure.
That's right. Man, I'm thinking about it. Like the animation quality, like looking at clips.
It is really good. Yeah.
Still really good animation, but curious. Just like I can't imagine the dub holds up well because no 90s dub holds up well.
Yeah, I mean, again, like the middle stuff where it's kind of like the traditional stuff from the TV show is fine, but
pacing-wise, it's just garbage.
Yeah, pacing, it's just all over the goddamn place.
You
and
should
it's clear,
look
like,
at the fourth movie. The fourth movie is actually really good.
Okay.
What is it? It's post the second season. So it was like
The second season's the one with the eggs, right?
It's the one with the eggs. It's the one with pretty much like Tai 2.0.
Yeah.
Oh, but they have like the human guy that like whips the shit out of Digimon.
What?
Like there's that villain that's a human being, and he just like whips the shit out of Digimon. It's like,
that's
right. But then he joins them. But he joins them like
yeah,
halfway through that series.
Yeah, because it turns out like he's being controlled by like an evil flower or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
Flowey the
makes
flower.
sense. Yeah, Flowey.
But yeah, it's a good movie. You should check it out.
Okay. Everyone's excited about the new Digimon series. I don't know if that's running.
Oh, I saw the first episode actually.
Okay.
I still have yet to watch it yet.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's interesting.
I know the Mupp crew is really pumped because it's continuing on those original characters. So
yeah, I loved it. I wanted to see it. I even got Crunchyroll. I just haven't gotten around to watching it. That's all.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it myself as soon as I get the chance.
It's on Hulu. That's where I watched it.
Yeah. Cool. I didn't know you were a Digimon fan, but here we are.
I haven't been since I was a kid, but it's like,
Neither
oh
have I,
hey,
so.
this little part of my childhood's back. I did the same thing with Pokemon, so why not do it with the other show that I liked as a kid?
We are
So far it's good.
We're recording Mupex tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So I'll have this Digimon, the new show anime discussion to look forward to. After the mess that has been scheduling that show. What were you gonna say, Abishin?
I was going to ask Cameron, like, where did he stop on Digimon? I was just curious. Did you even see season 3?
Yeah, season 3 was still coming up on Saturday mornings or Sunday mornings.
Yeah,
so
and
it was on when I was
like
eating.
Yeah, that was like all new kids and shit like that. So,
yeah, it was like
that's pretty much where I stopped.
Yeah,
I did see the ending of it, which got pretty epic, but like
the ending of it is like brutal if I remember correctly. Like it turns out like the whole show and everything, it's pretty meta if I remember correctly. Like it's pretty meta because like Digimon, the whole franchise exists in this world as a franchise of children's entertainment.
Yeah.
And then it turns out that because the franchise entertainment has now impacted a digital world, and
that sounds incredible.
It's pretty meta, to the point where they even have like a video game character show up, like from the Digimon video games. I'm remembering a lot of stuff right now. I know that there was this one that talked like he was from Brooklyn.
Yep.
He was like purple and he used to like throw fireballs at people. I was like, damn, that guy's cool. Yeah. And it turns into like a Brooklyn talking like motorcycle riding, like firing guns at people. It's like, man, this show's taking a turn.
It sounds all right.
I'm digging it.
I watched the first 2 seasons. That's all I ever watched. So.
All right, I'm gonna quiz you really fast, Cameron.
Okay.
For my sake, to remember myself and just to see if you remember as well.
Yeah.
Can you name just in the first season because it's the only one I remember? Can you name all the baddies of all the first seasons? Like all the bad main bosses for the. I'm just trying to see if I can remember them.
Sorry, I'm trying to like go through my mind right now. So
I think the first one was Devamon, right?
Well, first one, if I remember correctly, was like a big giant red bug, but he wasn't like a main bad guy. They were like the kind of monsters of the week, and then it was like the devil guy.
Yeah, that was Devamon, I believe.
Yeah, Devamon, and then he got punched to death by the angel Digimon.
Yeah,
Angemon.
Angemon, and then after that, it was Count Draculamon.
Wasn't it Edamon?
Edamon? Oh, yeah, no, like the monkey dude. Yeah, there was the monkey dude first, and then they killed the monkey dude, and then it's like Vampiro or like Count Dracula.
Myotismon.
There you go.
Really, Myotismon?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And
He's
then
got
it was
the Myotis touch.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, he was like this like blonde, like anime-looking Dracula. It's like, yeah, if the Japanese came up with Dracula, that's probably what he'd look like.
Okay. I'm looking at.
And then he had like a mask on, and it's like, oh, he's definitely not like a human vampire, whatever. And then it was him again because he got like revived by something or other.
Yeah, it became Mega Myotismon, and that's became in Mega form. It was like him and Wargreymon and Metal Garurumon going against each other. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that was great.
Was awesome.
And then it was and then it's like, oh, while we were gone in the real world for like a month, it's been like 100 years in the digital world.
Yeah, that's right.
And so they come back and it's like post-apocalyptic, and
What? That's fucked up.
like they get back to the world, and it turns out like while they were gone, like these 4 like
What were they called?
I don't know, like the 4 something, like 4 masters, 4
I know it was like Puppetmon. There was
Oh, the Puppetmon dude was a dick.
Yeah, and there was like the Metal Seedramon. Yeah, Metal Seedramon.
Metal Seedramon, but he got chumped out super quick in like the first couple episodes.
Dude, like fucking Wargreymon like actually went inside of him and like tore him up from the inside. Like I'm surprised they showed that on TV.
He did this like tornado thing where he like blew out his butt from his mouth. It was really crazy.
Fuck.
Yeah. And then it was like
Machine Dramon.
Machine Dramon, that's right, the guy who had like all the toys like enslaved. Like straight up like he had enslaved Digimon to make like armies for him. And it's like, man, that's crazy. And then there was the clown dude who
Yeah, I think it was Piedmon or something like that. Maybe.
I think something like that. He was a clown, he had swords, and then he got sucked into a portal by the angel Digimon's like ultimate form.
I.
Is there an Angemon and Angewomon?
Yeah, there is.
Yes.
That's correct. Okay.
Yep.
It was Gadamon's ultimate form was on.
Yeah, that one didn't make much sense. The whole leap from.
So
cat to
Tony,
angel.
you like me and not watched any of this at all?
Tony had to step out for a few minutes.
Oh.
So.
So Scott, I don't know what you spent your.
I don't know what you're
draft
talking
with.
about.
Oh, Tony's back. Thank God.
I've been here the whole time.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. That's not what this chat says.
So what's going on?
Are you familiar with Angemon?
No.
There we go. All right. All set.
All right, I'm done with my nerd talk. I'll just want to remember.
No, that's
Digimon
good.
for a half second.
No, walking down memory lane right there.
Yeah. I mean, I've always, or not always, but since they've been talking about it on MupX, I've toyed with the idea of going and watching that first season of Digimon, getting that nice flashback.
That '90s dub, man, it's not going to be good.
Oh, of course not, but I love it. It's better than me having to sit there and read subtitles and then like having to rewind if I'm not fast enough to read it and being like, oh god damn it. Speaking of subtitles, I did
Being
watch.
not fast enough to read it? What?
Yeah, sometimes I'm a mess. All right, Scott. I live my life as a mess. Recently, I watched the third and most recent.
Oh yeah, that's
3
that
movie.
fucker. Sorry, he popped up in chat, and so
Okay.
yeah, it's this fucker. I remember him. He was creepy.
Paedamon.
Yeah, they should have called him like
Pi-
Pennywise Mon or something like that.
Pennywise.
That would have worked great.
Pennywise the Itmon. I watched the Persona 3, the third movie, and it's really good as well. Probably I would say the weakest of the 3 movies, but that's not saying much because they're all really, really good. Anything else you've been playing, Cameron?
Yeah, I played the Division beta.
I did too. Thoughts?
Awesome. I can't wait.
You're
I'm
sold on it?
stoked. I'm stoked. If you want to hear all my thoughts, you can listen to episode 3 of the Naughty Gamers podcast. Because, to be fair, we said, oh, we're going to kind of brush up on that, and it's going to be a short podcast, and that podcast is like an hour long because of it.
Nice.
So, I'm really excited for it. I had a lot of fun with it. Spent a lot. Like, it was an interesting study of like human nature in the Dark Zone in that game. I will say that.
Yeah,
'Cause-
there's a whole lot of, I don't know if I want to fuck with this right now. But then you fuck with it, and then you might get killed.
You might get killed, or you're trying not to fuck with it, and then you do get killed anyway.
Yeah.
Or you had that like really sick piece of loot, an NPC killed you, some guy picked it up, and then you hunt down that guy to get back that piece of loot.
If someone, if you're killed by an NPC and someone takes your loot, does the person who took it get marked on your map?
Nope.
Right.
Which means you have to go rogue to get your gear back. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah.
And then after that, I've just been playing a little bit of Rainbow Siege 6.
Okay. No one's
I
really
picked-
talked about Rainbow Six, The Siege, on this show.
No, it's good. If you like Rainbow Six, it's good.
Yeah. Do you have a crew that you roll with?
No, I don't. I usually go solo
Okay.
because I like to be yelled at by
Okay.
people over the internet. So,
Yeah. Have you heard of a game called League of Legends?
Have you heard of someone named Greg Blaney?
Yeah, I don't know. You peruse on the Rainbow Six, The Siege on PSN. You'll probably run into him. He'll find you.
it's fun. I enjoy it.
I would love to get Cameron and Mr. Greg Blaney in a room together. I feel like they would hit it off and then kill each other by the end of the end of the night. Yeah, I've definitely heard. Where do you fall on like the kind of free to play esque microtransaction-y stuff in that game? Are you boosting? Are you boosting
I'm not
with your
boosting.
team?
I'm not
Okay.
boosting. I think it's cool if you want to boost. That's fine. You get equipment unlocked faster, I guess. But at the end of the day, it's really not about that. It's about your teamwork. It's about coming at the game from where people aren't expecting you to come from, I guess is the best way to put it. Like,
Ladies.
my team's going in through the front way. Well, they're being idiots, so I'm going to go through the ceiling. And then I'm going to stab people in the face when I'm running out of bullets.
That's fair. I feel like that's the way to go. You know, you don't got no bullets, just start stabbing people. All right.
It's hilarious when you die and you see it from like another person's point of view, and you're like, man, I was so close, and you watch it and you're like, damn, I was really far away.
Damn, I was not close at all. Yeah, I'm curious to see where the division goes and how Siege kind of lays out going forward. But it's good to know you're also excited about the Division. I cannot wait to get my hands on the full retail version of that game.
They locked so much stuff. Oh, I was just gonna say they locked so much out of the beta. But
Yeah.
I'm just salivating. Outside of that, some random PC games here and there. I'm gonna be picking up Firewatch and playing through that. So
Cool.
that's two.
Seems like a solid choice.
All right. I played some video games this week.
Have you?
Yes.
Oh well. All right, Scott.
All right, so I've been playing a lot of this one game, Total Final Fantasy
Scott,
Explorers. Tony,
let me
do you
talk
have it
about
yet?
my video games, please.
Well, do you have Final Fantasy Explorers yet?
No, but I told
All
you
right,
that.
then no.
All right. Okay, well,
I'm
here,
kidding.
Here we are. I only played a couple of things, so... Well, a couple of things I can talk about. Firewatch, Monday, Tuesday, look for that stuff. But Destiny, I went through and I played through the raid yesterday. It was being streamed, but they refused to tell me where the stream was at, so I couldn't tweet about it.
Did you just like join a group of randos?
No. Ash, who we played through the raid with
Yeah.
the week before last, she knows a couple of streamers. They needed a 6. I was like, that's fine. I'm available. So I got pulled into that, and that was fun. Like, you know, we went through it pretty quickly. The people a couple of the people had not seen the last 2 fights or the Wall of Dicks. So
Yeah. Did
The
you use
Wall
my
of
Did
Dicks.
you use my trolls on them?
No. The one I told him, we just shoot orcs in the head until he dies. That's how we win.
Yeah, that's it. Technically, you never shoot him in the head. So
Yeah, I once.
it's a high quality troll right there.
Yeah, it was fun. You know, I really like that raid. It's definitely like I'm at the point where I'd rather just play through it with people that know what they're doing, though. I can see kind of like where that frustration can come from.
It can get that way, yeah.
It was we had like a lot of trouble on Golgoroth, which I never,
and it gets pretty frustrating.
yeah, I'd never run
Because
into
you've been
trouble with
through
it
it
before.
before?
Yeah. Like that was always one. Like the most tries I think it took was the first time we did that raid. I think it took like 2 tries, maybe
Yeah,
3.
Golgoroth is, if people can follow instructions correctly, that fight is not hard.
It was a thing of like, well, you shot down the orb too early, and I'm like, well, I was just kind of going with my own rhythm of it, I guess, but
Yeah,
we figured
and
it
I
out.
think, yeah, that can kind of also has a lot to do with how the group is being led, because if the communication isn't 100% clear on that fight, then stuff like that's just gonna happen.
Yeah, but we had fun. It was still like it's always fun just hanging out with a couple like-minded people. So, yeah, it was a good time. We got through it. I think it took us like 4 hours maybe. So it didn't take as long as I thought it would end up taking. And I played more of. I'm trying to think if there's anything outside of this. I played some more Final Fantasy VIII, just chipping away at that some more.
How are you enjoying that? That is my question.
I'm enjoying it. You know, I like the story, the characters, the world seems really interesting. You know, mechanically, like I don't think
Fuck the mechanics, yeah.
I don't think the mechanics are necessarily bad. They're just not my style. Like I prefer the more traditional JRPG style as opposed to like drawing magic and equipping Guardian Forces and stuff. Like the Guardian Force stuff can be really cool if you do it really well. But like they're definitely where I was at. There were times where I'm switching between teams, and I'm like, well, now I have to switch Guardian Forces over from those members to these members. It was just like tedious. And now I'm at a point where we've split up into 2 teams to go to 2 different areas. So I'm just gonna have to deal with that again.
I want to ask you what disc, but it's not on discs anymore, so.
Well, I am playing it on the PS1 Classic version, so I'm
Oh,
still
okay.
on the discs. I'm on disc 2, so just past the beginning of disc 2.
Okay, yeah, so the 2 separate groups there.
Yeah, well,
Man, that's where the story gets really good, actually, is right after that point.
yeah,
so.
I like what they've been seeding out, kind of like what they've been alluding to so far. So I'm interested to see where it goes. There's still like a lot of questions in the air. Again, going through it, it's a game where I'm like, man, I know nothing about this game, and so everything is kind of a nice surprise to me. And I like typically how JRPGs kind of push their plot forward. I like their pacing a lot of times because they're kind of like long epics where it goes through like a lot of transitions and acts and twists and plot devices that'll occasionally pop up. So having like a new one of the caliber of Final Fantasy has been fun. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep chipping away at it. Hopefully, I'll have more time to sit down and sink some actual time into it, but we'll see. I've also played a little bit of Secret of Mana. I went back.
That's a great game.
Yeah, I love that game. I just went back to a playthrough that I had started a long time ago for our best games, our favorite games of all time video series that we did a couple years ago. So I was just chipping away at that a little bit. That game is fucking hard. Like, I forgot how really stupid hard that game is.
Yep.
And brutally unforgiving. Some of the stuff in that game is just vicious. So it's been illuminating kind of going back to it. And, like, I played through it maybe 7 years ago. Not terribly too long ago. I don't remember it being that bad. But here we are. I chipped away a little bit more at Tales of Zestiria. Just kind of moved another hour into that game. I need to, again, sit down with it. But the thing that I've been playing the most is The Witness, which I guess I sank another, like, maybe 8 hours or whatever into. Man, the relationship I have that with that game is, I think, is probably toxic. It's probably not good for either of us. But
I don't like puzzle games, so...
Yeah, I mean, if you don't like puzzle games, for sure this is a puzzle game. So I love puzzle games, especially good ones, which I totally recognize that The Witness is. It's just like, I think the fact that it is not an outright puzzle game, it is more than that, fucks with the kind of pacing mentality that you enter that game in with, right? Video games where you're like exploring a world and you're doing stuff and then the stuff ends typically have some peaks and valleys to like the pacing, right? Like, it's going really slow here. I'm relaxing. I'm not stressed out. Like, for example, Uncharted, right? You know, the valleys of that game or stuff like going through the Tibetan village, right? And like you're just kind of interacting with people. And then like a little bit after that, when you're going through those ice caves, it's pretty slow. It's pretty methodical. And then it picks up for those big action set pieces. The Witness, as at its core a puzzle game, but also a game that you're exploring, there is no real peak or valley. You're just going, and there's still more and more puzzles. When you finish puzzles, you are rewarded with more puzzles. And sometimes when you are like really stressed or like kind of pushed to the limits of your puzzling ability, that is not what you need. And it's not an easy game to put down, I think, because you're always concerned you're just going to lose everything that you've learned in that session of playing it. So it's rough, like, going through that and having to pace it out yourself. I think, like, that's going to be a different thing for everyone who plays it, but it's just poor, I would say, in general. Not necessarily the game's fault, but just kind of, like, through the ins and outs of what it is to play that game. But, Tony, you haven't finished it, right?
I have not.
Okay.
No.
I guess I got to the point where I can finish it, except I can't because like you have to activate a certain number of lasers throughout the world, like completing certain sections of the world to finish it. You need to activate 7 lasers, I believe. I activated my 7th laser, and I was like, okay, well now I can at least like see an ending and kind of like maybe get a better idea of what the fuck's going on. But I can't because one of those lasers, I guess, is not one of the lasers you need to make or activate to finish the game. And it's pointing in a totally different direction than the direction I needed to point. So I have to go finish a different area, which I did not know could happen.
Okay, never mind. I'm not going to say anything.
Okay, that's fine.
That's called good game design.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was just a surprise. Because everyone I've been hearing talk about it say, like, hey, just got to do the seven lasers. And then you finish it, and then there are 11 areas. I'm like, okay, cool. I was just hoping to maybe have some kind of conclusion, and then I could go back and finish everything else. That's not where I'm at yet. I'm definitely at the point in the game where I think I've figured out most of the mechanics. I saw that, Tony. So, I figured out most of the mechanics. And I'm not discovering new tricks to learn in puzzles or whatever, but it was just like I was at the fucking end of my rope the other night of like I know what the mechanic here is. It is just like executing on it and just figuring out the solution with what I do know, and it's not clicking right now, and I'm fucking angry, and I was just furious. I was just yelling down here alone by myself. And I was like real close to looking some stuff up just because like I just didn't fucking care anymore. It is very rare for games to push me to the brink like that. But I just went to bed instead. Didn't sleep well because the witness ruined me. But I at least like walked away. I feel better about it now. I haven't gone back to it since, but I like it. You know, I like that game a lot. There's some
It's
like
pretty good.
there's some philosophical stuff in there that actually reminds me a lot of Metal Gear Solid 3.
Really?
Which is a very specific comparison,
Yeah.
but they pull a very specific reference that merits or warrants that kind of comparison.
Finding true love on the battlefield.
No, not that would be more Metal Gear Solid 1.
I know. I'm trying to be funny.
It's okay.
Also, Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah,
That
sure.
theme is revisited.
Yeah, it's a motif, one would call it. But this whole concept of stepping back and looking at the world as a whole, as opposed to as separate pieces that you can only feel when you're on the world, is a very heavy concept for that franchise. And that is something that they allude to and then kind of embrace as kind of like a concept behind the game, which is very interesting. Of stepping back and seeing how everything connects together. It was kind of like a very beautifully used quote from some writer, and like most of the audio stuff in that game is quotes from other people. But it was very interesting. It was a weird kind of comparison. I think that's a weird comparison, but it's just something that I know Metal Gear Solid 3 did really well, and I think The Witness does as well. So.
Any thoughts on the controversy?
What controversy? You're gonna have to catch me up.
For people who are colorblind, that game is almost impossible, and people who can't hear, that game is also impossible to at least 100% it.
Yeah, I mean,
the whole going out to saying like, kind of sorry, and you can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, like I understand. Like at the end of the day, I feel like he didn't want to compromise on the nature of this thing that he put together, and like. What The Witness is a puzzle game that pulls on literally every single one of your intellectual boundaries, like your critical thinking, your puzzle solving skills, all of your senses, save for maybe touch or taste. But like there is even an aspect of feeling in that game, and an aspect of listening and seeing, and I can understand a creator being like, listen, I understand that that's frustrating, but like there's nothing like I don't want to break the nature of the game to support that, and I get that because like at the end of the day The Witness is his, and I like I saw the tweet that he put out or whatever about it, and I don't think he was necessarily trying to be mean about it. Like I don't think and it is true that you don't have to complete all the sections of the game in order to complete the game. I just think that is just a shitty thing. It's not fair, but that doesn't necessarily mean I think he should change something that he's clearly very proud of.
Yeah, it's it's one of those situational things. It's not the person, it's not really the game either. It's just the situation that's the shitty thing. Because he's not like going out of his way to like not include people into his game, but like he wants to also do his art, and it's just a matter of like it's just like one of those things. It's like. Because like Funhouse talked about this, and like I thought they put it like in the best way possible, and in their own snarky type of way. But that's why I love them for that. It's just like it's like his games, like our games made for everyone. Should they be made for everyone? And if they're not, like what can you do about it? And like it's just something that you think about. you know, like stuff that you take for granted, that the stuff that you have and you're blessed with, and like some people aren't, and they just can't experience the same thing you can't experience.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, like, I think all art is like in that way. Like, you know, games are art, right? They're made for people who can perform and to see them. And luckily, there are like a lot of really great games that are accessible to people that they wouldn't normally be accessible to. Like iOS games that you can, like, if you can't see, you can like put in headphones and you can still interact with them. Rhythm games are the same way in a lot of cases. And I think that's awesome. But, like, you know, it's the same way of, like, you know, this painting is this necessarily made for people who can't see. No, but that's not, like, the fault of the painter or the person who can't see. It's just, like, kind of the way the world is. So, like, I think you'll run into those limitations. And I, like, having hit the color puzzles where I'm at in the game, it would be very hard to, like, put in a colorblind mode for that, unfortunately. You know, I think, like, that would be one solution that I think would totally be acceptable. But yeah, like that idea of art is not necessarily made for everyone. That doesn't mean we're trying to exclude people. That's just the limitations of reality. Which I don't say to sound condescending or anything. I just think that's kind of like, you're right, Namshin, it's the situation more than it is anything else.
I think a good way to look at it is, don't blame the creator of the game, blame your creator.
Yeah. Blame your creator.
Yeah, blame God.
He's an unforgiving mistress who has smited you. No, not really.
He knew that you'd want to play that witness game, and instead of giving to the poor, so instead give your $50 to the poor. I'm just being an ass.
I know.
No, it sucks. I mean, that sucks, but in reality, you know, as somebody who doesn't like puzzle games, like, it's hard for me to... I haven't even really looked too much into the witness, but from what you guys are saying, it sounds like a situational thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's life.
Yeah. It's different than, like, diversity. It is more of, like, a accessibility thing, and some things just aren't accessible, not because of not wanting to be accessible. Like, I'm sure Jonathan Blows wants everyone to be able to experience what he's created, but...
Right.
The reality of that being possible is just sometimes not. But
that's life. But it's important to note that you know, another group of people that aren't complaining about it are the dumb people who can't complete the puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
They're not complaining they can't complete the puzzles because they're too dumb. It's just they're too dumb. It's their circumstances in life.
It's just where they're at. It's just me screaming at my television at 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's why I don't play puzzle games, because that happens to me.
Yeah, I mean, it happens to me when I play puzzle games. I still like it, though. It's like a cyclical, sadistic nature of my own creation. Yeah, that game is like a modern-day Myst, but better, and I love it. So
I hate Myst.
I love it.
The only puzzle game I've ever actually had a fondness for is The Room on iOS. And the reason why is because it also deals with quantum mechanics, and I love quantum mechanics.
Yeah, that works.
But tear me apart, Lisa.
That's all.
A different room. I'm sorry.
Different room. That's all I've been playing. Scott, Final Fantasy Explorers.
All right. So first, I'm going to start off by finding that text I sent.
Yes.
Just to catch the listeners up.
Yeah. We have a text thread. We've alluded to it before. Yeah. Scott said some things.
Tell them.
Yeah, they can't. Scott says
it's actually
things.
just magic that we happen to show up at the same time every week.
Yeah.
So basically, I described it as the combat is a mix between Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles and Phantasy Star Online. And the meta of the game is deeper than you would normally see in a Final Fantasy Tactics game, with a Monster Hunter-esque focus. Meaning
less grindy than Monster Hunter, you said as well.
Yeah, that is less grindy. So basically, I wanted to clarify something for that. That, and it's basically if you take a look at what the game is, the both Monster Hunter and this game, they are grind games.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter which game you play, you're playing a grind game. So the game being longer, whatever game is longer is technically the game that has more of a grind to it.
Oh, hey there.
Hi.
But that's not quite what I wanted to say.
Okay.
It's basically in Monster Hunter, you have one set of abilities, or per weapon, that never changes. The only way you change the way you fight is by changing your weapon. And as far as the armor, there's not too much special going on there. It's just you do quests, you kill a monster, then you do that same quest 5 or 6 times. Actually, Tony, how many times do you have to do the same quest over and over again?
In Monster Hunter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
11. Right?
Multiple.
More than 5?
Sometimes.
Ugh.
Yeah, roughly around that, to go ahead and get one piece of gear.
If you're me and have terrible luck, you sometimes have to do the same quest over 30 times.
Right, and that's not the case in this. For example, I went ahead and there's a Sephiroth suit, and I was like, you know what? That suit has the best stats out of any suit I can create right now. So I hopped on multiplayer, and I went ahead and I did the quest 5 times. And that's all you needed. It's actually shorter if you do it on multiplayer, because you get double the quest rewards on multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
So otherwise, I would have needed to do it 10 times, but the online system is pretty good in terms of getting what you want. Because all I had to do was I hit online mode, I set the room to fight that monster, and then we went and we fought that monster 5 times.
Okay.
I did it within like an hour.
That sounds alright then.
Right. And the other thing is just because you have the same weapon doesn't mean you're going to have the same set of abilities at all.
Okay.
You have 8 slots for abilities. 1 is determined by your class, and then the other 7 are pretty much whatever your class can use.
Okay.
And this will be, like, right now I'm a knight, but I'm doubling as a paladin, although I'm not. It might be a class later, but basically I just have cure and heal and regen on.
Okay.
So that
it sounds
I
really
don't
cool.
die.
When you
And
put it like
instead of putting specking into damage. So if we for some reason don't have a healer on our team, which actually has been rarely the case, so I actually right before the podcast I spec'd out of it, and I haven't really gotten a chance to test how the other spec works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't die, but yeah, it was kind of not that useful because we always had a healer, always,
Sounds alright.
which is kind of odd.
Is there no like designated healing class?
Oh yeah, white mage. Yeah,
Okay.
white mage, time mage.
Give me
These are
some
just the ones I
peace.
know. You have a sage, which is kind of a split. You have a red mage and a blue mage. All of those classes can be booster healers.
Okay. So what is it that you said that you would unsell me on the game, or that you might be
The
able
other
to?
thing was I said that there's kind of a story if there was kind of a story. It kind of seemed like there was one when you went around talking to the people, but not really. It's more of backstory.
Okay.
And then it's done. You run around and you kill shit. Done.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what I thought the game was. So
The other thing is, it is a grind game.
Okay.
That was the other thing. It is a grind game, even though it's less than Monster Hunter. It's a grind game.
okay.
I'm not entirely sure what that means in terms of length. I don't know how long it is. I don't have any real indication of that.
All right. Yeah, I mean, like it's hard to kind of tell unless you get like
Mhm.
dozens of hours in. And you're like, man, all of that was grinding. But I mean, like that's kind of like what I expected. It seems like a more of like a build your characters up, have multiple
Yeah,
characters.
and then here's the other thing about the abilities.
Uh-huh.
There's this like little crystal thing in the center where you
Is it a
learn your
crystal
new
chronic?
abilities there. No.
Damn.
And then you can learn custom abilities. And so,
Uh-huh.
listen, just to give you an example, I have a provoke spell, which is just a taunt. It's literally just an area of effect taunt. And I've mutated it to death twice. So sometimes when I taunt smaller things, they just keel over and die.
That's fucking awesome. That's pretty good.
That sounds amazing.
Scare
Okay.
themselves to death.
So you can add like
You can
effects,
add effects to your abilities.
and they have like a percentage or like certain
Right.
requirements.
And here's something that you're gonna really like. There's
Okay.
another thing called Magicites, and essentially this is a huge trance bar. So right now, I can go ahead and I can trance into most of the major bosses that I fought, as well as Cecil, Squall, Lightning, Yuna, and Cloud.
Yeah,
And then I just turn into those characters.
it's my boy. That's cool. So you can like summon them into your body.
Pretty
I
much.
might say. Okay. I like it. This. This sounds all right. Like this sounds like something I could have fun with.
hmm
Especially if
Get
you have other
fun.
get fun with. Especially if you have other people to play with.
The online people aren't bad.
Okay. You've been
I
playing
think
with
those are the
randos.
Zelda players.
You see, Zelda is a bit different. These guys would probably be terrible if we were trying to play Zelda.
Trying to figure out fucking
But-
puzzles.
This game isn't particularly hard.
Mm-hmm. It's just hit shit. I mean, how hard could it be?
Right. So you don't really need too much brain power. There is the dumb white mage every once in a while who buffs himself and only him. He goes away from everybody, puts his buffs on, and then comes back into the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Which it's kind of supposed to be. That's supposed to be the absolute opposite. You're supposed to stand near where everybody else is, put your buffs on, then get out of the fight so you can stay you stay out of range of the attacks, and then you heal people when they need it.
He sounds like a real team player. I don't know what he's talking about.
Sounds like a guy who knows he knows what his strategy is. He sticks to it, and
But
so
at
far
the
it's
same
working.
time,
So
he still heals. So
well, it's all about them heals. You know, why be a white mage unless you want to give health to people?
Yeah, don't be a heel. That's what I always learned in school. That's a wrestling reference.
Not everyone
damn
has what it takes to.
It is a
do
wrestling
offensive
reference,
stuff.
and I
was-
appreciate it.
I did it for you,
Not me.
not me.
Gotta be white mage.
All right. Well, moving off of this conversation forever now.
Until
Cool.
next week when Alex and I will have played it.
So you recommend it, Scott?
I do.
All right. That's fine. That's all I need to know. Anything else, Scott?
No.
Okay. Tony, what about you? Video games.
I played some Diablo, so yeah.
That's it. That's all you've been playing. Is Triablo?
I guess I played Love Beat for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, you did.
I
You
skipped-
beat that love. You know what I mean?
I skipped the tutorial, and then I played like 3 games with one of my friends, and then we both quit.
Okay.
So
Fine.
donut create push.
How's Diablo doing for you?
It's good. It's fun.
Are you
It's
ranked?
good. I don't
That's
know.
what-
I'm-
That's what
I've
that game's all about, right?
I like switch characters like twice already, so. I'm
So
just, like,
you haven't
playing-
committed to anything this season?
I'm just playing for fun, man.
Whatever. There's no fun in video games, Tony.
I can
You know that. It's all about the
I can
competition.
complete like Greater Rift 60 solo in less than 3 minutes.
Oh, I'm so fucking good at video games.
Okay, I have to ask a question. When did Diablo go from being a dungeon crawler to it sounds more like an esport now, like a MOBA?
Well, there's seasons.
Well, what I was talking about, there are essentially like tiered dungeons that the higher the number, the harder the enemies in there are,
Except the hardest ones are in 69.
and no, and you have to beat a certain amount of enemies in the dungeon within 15 minutes, and then kill a boss at the end. And so it's kind of like a time trials plus like how far up the difficulty can you push and still beat it within 15 minutes. So like that's kind of like how you get ranked on the ladder once you've gotten to end game stuff. So Diablo is still a dungeon crawler and everything else, and still a loot game, but that's just one of the things you can do at the end of the game.
But Tony's only in it for the competition, so all he cares about is the leaderboards.
That's not true. I just like when the numbers get higher.
Do you just like? Do you take pleasure as you beat off the competition off of the leaderboard?
Yeah.
I mean, I could link you this. I could link you this hot
This
bow.
please be the rest of the show.
Let me link you this hot bow that dropped for me the other day.
If I have any excuse to make the cover art Diablo with a pacifier in his mouth again, whatever. Let's do it. Let me see this hot. What is it? What do you call it, a bow?
It's a bow. It is a bow.
Like a bow and arrow? Are you still playing your witch doctor?
Nah, I'm on a demon hunter now.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What's the difference between a witch hunter and a demon hunter?
With his witch doctor, he's kind of like a mage type character.
Oh,
like,
I thought you said witch hunter.
He can summon like fetishes and like zombies and all that shit. And
Witch hunter is what Vin
uses
Diesel is in
plagues
the
and
movies.
stuff. And then demon hunter is kind of.
Oh, I understand that.
They're like crossbows and arrows and shit.
But Tony,
So-
did you say he summons fetishes?
Yeah, that's.
So
yes.
like whips and chains?
No.
or
I knew
No,
this
it's
was coming.
staplers. It's just staplers.
Just
Oh,
staplers?
I thought that was everybody.
I mean,
Yeah.
if we're talking construction industrial staple guns, then yeah.
Click that link. Check out that hot recurve.
Then fuck yeah, it's everybody.
The recurve, it's a recurve bow.
Yang's recurve.
Yeah. Wait, go ahead, Nabishin.
I was just about to ask Cameron, like, I think your camera's going like Wayne's World or something like that, because it's getting like super close and it's super far away.
Oh no, I'm getting closer. I'm in a roller chair.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
So I've been like going back and forth.
He's actually just moving.
You're actually
Yeah.
secretly the most comfortable out of all of us right now. I'm on
I'm
a
looking
couch
at
that's actually pretty nice, so.
What is
Well, I
this?
mean,
That's not a recurve bow. That's a crossbow.
What? No, a crossbow does not look like that.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at
I
it. It
linked it
says
in the-
God, legendary crossbow.
I'm looking
think
at
you clicked the wrong
ancient
thing.
legendary bow.
Yeah.
That is totally just. a
I
normal
don't.
bow.
I just got linked to something. It looks like the armory from World of Warcraft. Like from
Click
10
this
years
link
ago.
again.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened here.
it's all right. If you don't see a witch hunter, demon hunter,
She's got some boobas.
her name is Vitify. Tony, what is this Vitify? Like, what the fuck is that?
It's just the name that I use.
It's your
Oh,
handle
I
now.
see. Yang's recurve bow. I see.
You like the name of my witch doctor while you're looking up
Yeah,
there?
it's Senpai, right?
No. The witch doctor's the black dude.
Is that an inside joke that I'm just
No.
like...
No, it's just racist as fuck.
Oh, okay. All right.
Why
That's
did you
Person.
name your wizard super
Because she's super, man.
super hot?
No.
You have a level 70 hardcore character. That's impressive.
That's from a couple seasons ago.
Kohai.
Kohai.
Oh, Senpai and Kohai.
Yeah, I get
Aw.
it. It's cute. I used to be
You
cute
had
with
two
my names in
Kohais.
Diablo.
Yeah, you used
and
to
now
be
I just,
a total
Now I just
weeb.
name them weird shit. Like Bonquiqui.
Like Bon
Oh, I
Quiqui.
thought the monks were all bald. Are you able to actually customize your people now?
No.
Lady
that
monks
is
are
that is a
over
lady
here.
monk. They're not bald.
Oh, that's a lady monk.
Yeah.
Less impressive. Less impressive. That's actually why I didn't pick up the game, because I was like, wait a minute, I can't do anything with customizing
all my
characters.
all my characters are women except for Bonquiqui, who is the patriarch of my clan.
Yeah. Somebody has to.
The
to carry-
patriarch of your clan. Okay.
He's got the biggest, blackest dick. I mean,
Somebody's got to carry on the great name of Vitify.
that's right.
Fucking weeb.
What? It's not an anime thing.
Is that all you've been playing, Tony?
Just Diablo. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you,
Nabishin,
if,
what
you
about you?
if you check out that hot witch doctor, by the way, and scroll over the belt, summon a fetish. It says it. I swear to God.
I mean, all you have to do is mess with my belt and I'll summon a fetish.
Summon a fetish sycophant when you hit a mana surrender. Let me tell you about my sick fetishes.
And then
Nabishin, have you been
Pairs
playing
pretty well with the dagger.
video games? Stop talking, Tony. You're
All right.
done.
I could talk about Diablo for a long time.
I don't know anything about it, so.
Nabishin, please.
What was the question?
Have you been playing video games?
Well, sorta.
Okay. What you been playing?
I mean, like, It's not really me playing. It's more me just buying shit just because I can.
Okay.
And
Dangerous game.
Yeah, of course. But I haven't really been playing much of anything. Like I bought Gravity Rush. That still looks good. Still plays the same. I'm just really not in the mood for it right now. So like I played like maybe like 3 hours of it and then I stopped. Same with The Witness. I played like maybe like 5 hours of that total.
Is that a game that you think you could get into, or is it more of like that same thing like Cameron has, where you would get too frustrated?
I mean, I like puzzle games. I like puzzle games a lot. I don't think I'll get much into it, honestly.
Okay.
My only question is, do you get to the point where you're willing to, like, you've seriously considered hunting down whoever made the game and then, like, terrorizing them and their children? Because if you haven't gotten to that point, you haven't gotten to the point I get during puzzle games.
Okay. That's insightful.
That's just a rule.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. But like, I don't know, like, I don't. That game doesn't seem like it's a built for me.
Okay.
More or less. Not that the puzzles are like challenging or anything like that. It's just like it seems. It just seems like a lifeless puzzle game, I guess you could say. There's maybe I just didn't get to the point yet, but like it just seems too empty, even though it's filled with nothing but puzzles. And like I don't know, like Portal has so much personality, and I could play something like Puzzle Fighters just because that's fun. There's nothing really like fun.
Yeah,
The
I will say like the puzzles aren't like necessarily fun or colorful, or they don't evoke any kind of like emotion in me, except for frustration. Like they are very basic and they're very simple, and like there's not a lot of color there. But like they come off, like, I think, as cold and calculated and intellectual as kind of like the thought process behind that world does. So for me, I think it matches up a little bit better. But I totally understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like I just solved the puzzle by going through a maze, and then like the very next puzzle wants me to do something similar, I guess, but I couldn't solve it, and I looked at it for a good minute. And I was like, okay, then I moved to the next thing, and it's just, I don't know, this right now isn't really clicking to me.
Yeah. Did you play the Smash Brothers DLC?
If I've been playing anything, that's probably all I've been playing. It's just that, honestly.
Okay. What do you think?
It's fun. It's cool. Bought another GameCube adapter because I gave the one I had to Mark and Katie. So I just bought one for myself so I can play it the best ways. And actually, I'm not thinking about it. Like ever since I got off work, that's all I've been playing all day, just for funsies, just by myself. Yeah.
Nabushin, you probably know. On my podcast just a couple days ago, we announced the Bayonetta and Corrin. What the hell is Corrin from?
Fire Emblem Fates.
Another Fire Emblem character?
There aren't enough in that game, man. Come on.
We actually said no, it can't be another Fire Emblem character because they wouldn't do that because it's ridiculous.
They would and did.
It's the protagonist from Fire Emblem Fates. Yeah.
Can you tell that Sakurai is a big fan of Fire Emblem? Because this games really reflect that.
Just in case you didn't know.
It's just does Corrin also use a sword?
Yes. And you also press down and B to counter, just like all the rest of them.
To be fair, Corrin is probably the most different Fire Emblem character in that game. But yeah, it's
in that her hair's not blue.
Yeah, her hair is white. But like she can like transform, and like she has different like abilities to help her stick around in the world, like stick herself in the environment and stuff. That's pretty cool. But
so she doesn't have the same up B that
no.
Dolphin slashes her way into the world.
No. Yeah, a lot of her like moment to moment stuff is different. Like her standard attacks and her counters and stuff are different. But she is another Fire Emblem character regardless. So I understand like people being frustrated with that. It's a thing where I so love Fire Emblem that I just don't fucking care.
Yeah, I don't care enough. I don't care enough about Fire Emblem one way or the other. So
yeah. I
could have had Goku in that game. Come on.
Yeah, that would have been fucking balls, man. Like, that would have been bananas.
If you want to play Goku in a Smash game, play Jump Superstars or whatever that game is.
It's true.
Like,
No, what you should play is Battle Stadium DON. That was a GameCube, PS2, and no, it wasn't Xbox. It was GameCube, PS2 game that was like exactly a Smash Brothers game that was with Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Naruto. That was like maybe like 10 years ago.
okay.
I imported that game. Yeah, I imported it.
Is it as good as that fighter game that the only reason anybody ever played that fighter game was to play as Cloud Strife and Vincent Valentine?
Yes, that game. No, exactly. It's like Z-Tech or whatever. It's got a
Yeah.
Z in it. Yeah.
It's a pointless game, but the entire point was to play as Cloud Strife or Vincent Valentine in a video game.
And Sephiroth.
And Sephiroth, that's right.
I played.
I mean,
that
hell,
just
I don't
for-
even understand what the hell that game was about, but
Yeah, it was like 3D and like you were like moving across platforms and shit. I gotta find that fucking game.
damn that game.
Yeah, no one knows what it's
Deep
called.
cut.
Yeah, it was. I'm glad that we had this moment right here, right now, Cameron, because fuck, man, that game.
Oh, but how does Cloud Strife play? I'm curious.
He's
about that.
awesome.
Is he? Cool.
So good. Yeah,
Is he how like Ike was in Brawl?
he's a good balance between like a more lightweight Ike, but someone who kind of hits really hard. You know, he definitely goes flying a lot faster than any of the other heavy characters, but yeah, he hits hard. He's got like just like a cool move set. He feels very different. You know, his sword's really slow, kind of like Ike's. So he's just really fun to play.
Cool.
Especially
I don't know
for
the Wii
Final
U,
Fantasy
so.
7. So, any other thoughts on it? Nacho?
I extremely enjoy playing as Bayonetta. That's super fun.
Does it feel a little bit like how she does in her games?
Yeah, like 100%. Like
That's
if
cool.
you understand like how you generally play as her, then yeah, it just flows right, and it's just super fun.
Yeah. that's awesome.
When you play as Bayonetta, like, is it awkward when other people enter the room and wonder why you're playing a witch whose clothes are her hair?
No.
So it succeeds in getting over that hump in the Bayonetta games,
in
right?
the Bayonetta.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say that it's immediately obvious that her hair is her clothes.
Not in that game, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. If that's all that you've really been playing that you want to talk about.
I'm thinking about some other stuff. Like I really haven't been playing much of anything else. I guess more dating sim. That's literally like the only thing I've really been playing.
Have you not been playing Notice Me, Senpai?
No, I never even heard about it until I listened to the podcast last week.
Neither had I,
good.
but I've already been playing it. I've got like 10 senpais already.
Yeah, dog. I got like 24. Like I think I have all of them.
Yeah, step off.
I don't know. I'm
Guys,
broke
I
out,
don't
dude.
think that's all I'm saying.
But no, I've been watching a lot of stuff. Like I took the time to watch the entirety of like Sonic Adventure, not Sonic Adventure, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And I just like going from like getting all the Chaos Emeralds so you could be Supersonic and becoming Hypersonic and beating the game in that mode. It's like, yeah, like wow, that's cool.
Are we talking about you watching it?
Yes, me watching it. I didn't actually play it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's been. I've been just watching a whole bunch of stuff. Like I don't know. I'm in a weird mood, as in the last month or two. So
Yeah, man.
I don't
Like I
know.
said, I get it. Talk about
He's storing it up, waiting, biding his time until Galgun Double Peace is released in the US for PS4.
All right, is like the next thing you're really looking forward to Uncharted?
I'm not really anticipating Uncharted. Like I know when it comes out, I'll get it and I'll play it and I'll love it. But I'm not even like really looking at it.
Yeah,
right
you're
now.
not even on the hype train.
Not even on my radar.
I'm so far off the hype train, I've never played an Uncharted game.
That's fair. They're pretty good. You should check them out.
Yeah, they're just mediocre at best.
What I pre-ordered Twilight Princess HD, even though I know I'm gonna play it for an hour and then probably never touch it again.
Yep.
And the funny thing too, that's the second Zelda game I've ever beaten, because I only beaten that in Ocarina of Time. Those are the only two games I've ever beaten. But I know I know when I get it, I'll never really play it. But Best Buy, and I had like $15 off, and plus the 20% off. So it's like, why not? I can't even think of the next game I'm looking forward to, honestly. Probably Valkyria Chronicles.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I gotta play that game.
Ehrgeiz is the name of this fighting game.
Ehrgeiz!
Ehrgeiz.
Yeah, they didn't put too much thought into getting that over here.
Fuck, dog. That is the worst name. It's got Cloud Strife on the cover. It is a PlayStation 1 game. It is also available on the Japanese PlayStation Network as a PS1 classic. So I gotta make me a Japanese account real quick.
Yep, I did that.
It's got Cloud, Tifa, Sephiroth, Vincent, Yuffie, and Zack in it.
That's right. That's like the first time you saw like a good 3D rendering of Zack, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best Final Fantasy VII character.
I'm actually with Novition on that.
I love Zack.
Zack's way cooler than Cloud.
Did I say that Cloud was better than Zack? Did I say that? No.
I was just saying
talking
that
about fucking Tifa Lockhart, you animals. Jesus.
Although my favorite Final Fantasy VII character is Vincent Valentine.
Vincent's a fucking badass. Play Dirge of Cerberus and be sad, but also happy at the same time.
Yeah.
That's
I think I'm like one of 8 people who enjoy Dirge of Cerberus.
I am one of that 8, so you're not alone. It's all right.
Because it gets torn to shreds whenever people bring it up, and I'm just like, I like that game.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna defend it because it's probably not a good game. I can recognize that, but I liked it.
I can already tell you, like replaying it is virtually impossible because, I just want to replay this boss fight and it'll let me. Oh wait, I start with the items that I had at the end of the game. Oops, worst time ever. Oh.
All right. I think that's it for video games then.
Crisis Core.
Crisis Core?
I just wanted to say that. That's all.
Okay, that's fair.
Crisis Core is a great game.
Just one of those words to come out of my mouth.
I want to go back and play that game now. Like,
how many times did I bring that up and you're like, no, man, fuck that game.
I finished Final Fantasy VII, and I'm like in this place in my life where I kind of want to go play that game now. So maybe I can finally know whether or not I actually like that game or not, because I don't know anymore. God, I'm in such a weird state of confusion. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, there's no real news that we have to talk about, so maybe we'll just kind of go through the motions at the end of the show and throw it out. So we'll be back in just a little bit.
Choo choo choo.
No one was here to choo to send us into the break option last week. I thought about doing it, but that would have been weird. Cameron, if you need to use the bathroom or get a drink or anything, you can do that now.
It's okay. I've seen the show enough times, Alex, to know what you need to use the break for.
Okay, I don't know if people like watching video versions. Listen.
All right.
I really only watch the show live. That's really when I watch it.
Okay.
So,
that's fair.
Because it's fun. Because that's when I tweet at you and I tell you really dumb shit.
Yeah, tell me to fuck off. Probably for some justified reason. So.
I rarely tell you to fuck off otherwise.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I tell you to fuck on.
Yeah, get the fuck on.
Yeah.
Am I almost? This beer is heavy.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit tipsy. Small
It's a good
town
beer.
brewery. Yeah, it is.
Have you ever had Coney Island root beer?
No, I have not.
It is, from what I understand, I haven't had it, but it's available. I just don't buy beer. From what I understand, it has a lot more vanilla taste to it, so it's a lot smoother.
Okay.
So, which I am down for, because I don't really like beer.
Cool. I am a beer enjoyer, so.
Yep, because you just love drinking that goat piss.
Oh,
You goddamn know this, right? I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get a drink. I will be back.
I got it.
I'm just going to stare at this Persona 5 teaser website for a little bit longer.
I'm back. How do we feel about just like not doing a news segment this week since nothing really happened?
Yep. Once we go back to the show, there is one more game.
That we're skipping it this week for that reason.
Okay, what were we gonna say now, Machine?
Once we get back to the show, there is one more game that.
And then
played,
what we
but
should
didn't play.
do
Okay.
is not actually have a break, but then say, "All right, time for break 2."
And we're back, and time for break 2.
Hey, I'm back. Oh, quick question. So like my Hangout crashed.
Yeah.
Does that happen often?
Happens sometimes. It typically doesn't happen to
Sometimes.
any of us anymore.
Yeah,
I guess-
because we record audio off of the
Oh, like separately.
Audacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shouldn't affect your
Hello?
audio or anything. It's just you just have
Oh
to
no,
make
I know.
sure.
It's just there's gonna be a point where I'm like, what the fuck?
I was using Snapchat to take pictures of my screen while I
Dick.
was playing The Witness. Yeah, my dick.
Why are you
and-
using Snapchat?
And then I would use the tool to draw on the pictures, like a
Okay.
fucking animal.
There are better ways than a Snapchat to do that.
Yeah, it was quick, and I didn't want to think about it too much. So I'm looking at my fucking pictures on my
Yeah.
phone, and it's like fucking. It's like I'm a fucking crazy person. I'll send you guys this so you can appreciate it. This is the one at the end of the desert ruins. I don't know if you finished that one, Tony, but you can see my thought process.
Oh
there
yeah,
pretty
yeah. I
clearly.
finished the Desert Ruins. Did you find the one that I had been talking about before? The red room?
The bunker?
No, the red one. The red temple.
No, I still
The one
haven't
with the
found it.
giant motherfucking tree in the middle.
Oh yeah, I've been in there.
Yeah, that one's fucking awesome.
Okay.
Is that one that you never finished?
Yeah, I was just like wandering through there. I didn't like finish it or anything. I'll go back there and check it out.
That
I did
one's
the shady
pretty-
trees, which I
Yeah.
really liked.
Yeah, the red temple is my favorite section in that entire game so far.
Okay, I know where that is, so I'll go take a look at it again. I just was kind of like wandering when I went through there. So, do you see what I'm talking about now, Ocean?
I'm looking at something else. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
Mark, you
Oh,
keep me up to
Nabashin, you'd probably enjoy this. I just started reading Naruto.
Alex, this
Naruto's a really good manga.
This last picture, Alex, is a puzzle that I struggled on for a very long time.
Let me see.
The one with the 4x4 with a color on each thing.
Yeah, fuck this.
Fuck that
fucking
puzzle. Fuck it.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was one thing where I was like, I think I know where I'm close to the solution. So I took a picture of like where I was at. Not close.
Yeah.
Ends up
Yeah.
fucking quit.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh no, I did figure this one out. But there's another one similar to it.
Oh, there's even a video.
Oh yeah, because
It's the one. Yeah, I know. It's
of
you
like
need it.
the reflection rising and
Yeah,
falling.
yeah, you need it.
Yeah.
That area is real good.
Yeah, it was cool. It took me forever to figure it. Well, it didn't take me forever. I'm like, what the fuck?
I
is
think
this?
that was the second. No, third. That was the third place that I finished.
Yeah, because the first time I went there, I'm like, what the fuck is here? I'm like, whatever. I'll just come back.
Alex!
Hey, what?
Your microphone's doing that thing again.
Oh, is it staticky?
It just did it.
It
It was
just
only
did
for,
it once.
very briefly.
Yeah, that could just be my phone getting data near it. Should be fine. Because I have a different mic cord now. So
What the fuck's up, lazy senpai?
yeah, what's
Ah.
How far are you,
fucker.
Cameron?
How far am I?
Yeah.
In Naruto? So it turns out that I read Naruto a long time ago, during
most
what I
people do.
consider my summer of insanity, where I had nothing to do.
Yep.
So I got up to what it turns out is the end of like part 1 before it goes into part 2.
Yep.
I got to the point where like they're like on the 2 statues on that waterfall, and then that was where it was at the time. I was like, well, I'm not waiting around. and now I'm back again like 12 years later,
Mhm.
and I'm reading through that now.
It's over now,
Pretty-
so you have you can just go finish it too. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it quite a bit.
I love it. I love it so much.
It's really good.
It's not something though that I'd probably want to watch as an anime because I can burn through it a lot quicker as a comic.
Yeah, it's cool. Like the way they kind of bring some of the set pieces in. Like the one that I'm thinking of, like mostly is the Pain arc. Like the way they bring that to the television is really cool. They do a lot of really good stuff with that.
Cool. I don't know who Pain is. So
Yeah, you're probably a ways away. So,
is he part of the Red Mist people? The Aka something.
The
Akatsuki?
Akatsuki.
The Aka something is perfect.
something like that. Yeah, he's part of the Akutsuki.
Yeah, the Kitsuki. Okay, cool. I'm digging them so far. They're pretty baller.
Yeah, they're cool. I like them.
So far, my favorite's still the shark guy, Kisame.
Yeah. Who does he have a fight with?
He has a fight. So he showed up and he had the fight with
Guy Sensei.
Yeah, Guy
Sensei. That fight's so cool because Guy Sensei's so cool.
Guy Sensei is what I feel like if I had ever become a teacher, that may have been the path that I went down.
That you'd want to be Guy Sensei.
No. I mean, everybody as a teacher wants to be like a good teacher, but for some reason, I feel like the only way I connect with like kids is because you don't know this about me, Alex. And when I started college, I was actually an English major, planning to become an English teacher.
Okay.
And so I was like, if I got to reach these kids, I got to be passionate. I got to have like a lot of heart, and I got to like get them excited about literature or history, whatever I end up teaching.
Yeah.
And that did not go anywhere.
Did not pan out. Yeah.
No.
That happens.
No, I dropped out of college. I did a soft dropout where I just stopped taking classes, and I worked in customer service, phone-based customer service for 5 years almost. And now I'm back in school.
Okay. Good for you, man. I just want to share real quick before you go, Namishin. While you were talking, Cameron, there was something on my screen, and I licked my finger and wiped it off, but it was like right where your cheek was, so it looked like I was like a Jewish mother wiping something off your cheek. Go ahead,
say a
Namishin.
Jewish mother. My mother does that.
Some
And
schmutz,
although yeah, she splits me sometimes.
Okay.
You get the schmickus.
Yeah, you got a little bit of the schmickus on your cheek there, Cammy. Go ahead and wipe that off.
Do you guys want to talk about my belt of transcendence or my orb of infinite death some more?
Is
No.
that your Diablo shit? I'm done with
That's
that.
just the names of random items that I have.
No,
How about
like
how
when it
about my
comes to
how about my
loot-based-
the witching hour or
the witching hour?
or
No,
convention
Can't
of
have
elements?
The witching hour. There's only one The Witching Hour.
What
and it's
about-
an
what about
hour.
a
It's not
string of
something you can
ears?
have. The string of what?
A string of ears.
If it's not a string of pearls around your necklace.
No, that it's a
Your neck,
belt
then I don't
literally
care.
made out of ears.
Oh, I'll give a pearl necklace.
Oh, I know.
Or the dead man's legacy.
What were you gonna say, Namishin?
I was gonna say if you watch Naruto, the anime, like it's up to 135 is where you should stop because after that it's like over 100 episodes of filler, and then it does Shippuden, and Shippuden's good at first, but then that gets drawn out a little bit. So like I said, for watching, I would definitely say up to 135.
I used
won't
to
watch it.
I used a filler guide to watch Shippuden, and it's fine. So
Yeah, no. As far as it goes, because I remember the show being on and like seeing like when it was on Cartoon Network. I just feel like when I read it, I burn through it so quickly that the fights go a lot faster than I think they would if they were
Yeah.
animated.
totally.
Because it's not like, oh, I see like 30 seconds of this move coming towards somebody. It's like 2 frames done.
Yeah, and I think that's probably why I don't read a lot of manga for like action anime. So
I like that though for action comics and action anime.
I like the suspense, the build up, stuff like that. So
I say like, for me, like once I start a manga, I don't go back to the anime, so that's why I try to watch the anime.
I am
first.
the same way, and I
That's
almost
why
never-
that's why I had to finish One Punch Man before I actually had to read it. I was like, I have to finish watching this before I go to the manga. 'Cause after that, I can't go back.
I've never tried going back. So yeah, I'd probably be the same way.
I've gone so far now, Nabajin, as to if it is an adaptation or if it came from a manga or if just a manga exists, I don't even watch it. I just read it.
Yeah, I feel like most people are like that. It's usually like that's the truer form to watch the story. It's like
the true
creator.
path, the true ending.
Well, it's like typically the main,
So watching anime is equivalent to a genocide playthrough.
It's like no, there's a different director with an anime, right? They have different things that different expectations they have to meet for a different audience. Manga is usually the creator, like the writing team and the artists, like that's what they envisioned, and that's just it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's some ones that pull out really great by doing their own adaptation of it. Like Code Geass is a great example of something that does that like superbly. But you got like something like you compare Rurouni Kenshin from the manga to the anime, it's like goddamn night and day. So
yeah. I mean,
if I remember, the comic of that is like way more brutal, isn't it?
It's more of like it's more of a complete thing. Not just because it has the complete story, but more of like you have like all the angles. The animation is beautiful, and like you just get like all the context that you need instead of like being drawn out and stuff like that. It's just so good. The manga is so good.
It's real good.
I mean, like say what you will, like, Brotherhood's better, but Fullmetal Alchemist, I like that they just kind of went for their own thing. It's admirable that they did their own thing with it, and I think it still turned out pretty good.
No, it was good for what it was.
Yeah, even
I loved it at the time.
Because like that makes watching Fullmetal Alchemist, like the Prime anime, like totally different than reading the manga. There's something else that people that like that other thing can enjoy as well.
I mean, like it's totally enjoyable, but like it just felt like it did feel like a weird shift. Like literally after, I guess spoilers, whatever. But after Hughes dies, it's like it just seemed like there was like a big paradigm shift as far as like not really the tone, but just like characters. It's like
it's true. Like watching Brotherhood, like when I did, it is like this seems like a more natural progression.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently someone was watching. They're like, "What are you guys talking about?" I'm new to Hangouts Lives. They just picked it off the Hangout Live page.
That's
cool.
Awkward.
Yeah,
Welcome.
that's.
We're talking about video games, but
Video
also
games
manga.
and apparently anime.
Yeah, I'm gonna get enough of that tomorrow. So I'm thinking I'll probably just play The Witness while they talk about all the anime that they have to talk about. So they'll just hear me in the background like, "Fuck! Why does this have to turn off when I fuck up this puzzle?
It's so annoying.
I'm not gonna brute force it. Just let me try a couple of different things."
And the worst is when you like rush it, like you rush to put the last puzzle back in and accidentally do it wrong.
Oh my god!
Then you have to go back to the one before that one,
and you don't remember that one.
and then you have to resolve it. Oh
Yeah.
god!
The greenhouse where I got to that was the point where I was like, I need to fucking put this down because I'm done. All right, I'm gonna bring it back. Welcome back. Hey, we're not gonna do any news because there's no news to talk about.
Au contraire, good friend.
Oh, please, Cameron. Do I need to play the little jingle jangle?
Yes, please.
Okay, it's gonna take a little bit. So
Okay, I'll wait. I'm patient.
No, I'll wait. It's fine. I just don't want your tood right now. Okay.
I'm Cameron. I'm so handsome. I love to talk to all my friends.
Oh,
Look at me.
Nobody thinks I'm handsome.
News in
Anime.
God damn it, Tony.
haze.
I'm on it for the first time. This is a big moment for me, and fuck you.
News and anime, boys. Let's go.
All right, so Rurouni Kenshin,
That's not news anymore.
Yu Yu Hakusho, man. That's pretty
Yu
good
Yu
stuff.
Hakusho. What's the news, Cameron? Drop it on me.
Are you kidding me? They just announced that, they released that baller-ass trailer for Final Fantasy 15.
Yes, they did. Where they showed off the
stealth
fire
mechanics.
magic and the stealth mechanics, which look really good. I've definitely seen a lot of Metal Gear Solid comparisons thrown out there, which I think is relatively apt. Mostly Metal Gear Solid 5, but yeah. Man, like that game looks fucking superb.
You still want to play that demo?
I do. I have it downloaded now. I logged into your account and downloaded it. So.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering when you get around to doing that, but yeah, totally.
I just I see you on there all the time. I don't want to be like, no, we should get off. I'm Tony now.
That never happened. Not even once.
Not even once.
I work in the morning, so like if you're up in the morning, like till like 1:30, then yeah, it should be fine.
Yeah, they've all but confirmed like that stuff won't be in the game, right? Like that area, but that's
all
still
pretty cool
cool.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like that game. Like looking at it now, and they changed the HUD now. And looking how the combat works, it's a lot more fluid. Looks a little less hitchy than it did any other time I've seen it. Yeah, it's starting to look like a real video game. Same thing like Kingdom Hearts, where we saw that most recent trailer. I'm like, okay, this is what the game will actually look like. It's just seeing that game, it looks fucking unreal how good it looks. Very much as a Final Fantasy fan, longtime fan, this is a weird Western kind of idealization of that game, and I'm really curious to see if they can pull it off.
I'm super pumped for that game.
Yeah, I mean, like I've gone through enough emotional trials of like the hype has died for Versus 13, right? So like this kind of like this new PR session since they re-announced it as 15, which was just 3 years. It was 2013, so it was 3 years ago, right? Yeah. Like if we look at it from that point on, like it's been kind of like a natural cycle for that game to be announced and then hyped up and then come out, kind of taking away the baggage of it. Looking at it from that perspective, like I don't think my expectations are too high or anything, and I'm very much looking forward to it.
It's weird because it's kind of like how they relaunched Final Fantasy 14. How that game was just like a complete mess, and then they just like said fuck it and just just redid it again, and it's like everybody started to love it again. So
yeah, they managed to, I think, turn a profit on it too. So
they did. That was the big thing, is because when they announced that they were shutting it down to redo it, everybody's like, why? Like, just call it a wash and walk away. But no, they did it. It's fun to see Square getting their shit like really together.
Yeah, and we we talked about this a few weeks ago, Cameron, of like, all the concern kind of surrounding the Final Fantasy VII Remake multi-part series, all that. I think there's definitely cause to be concerned, but them like showing this clear gameplay footage, as rough as it is, and like saying like, hey, we're making this happen, hey, we're outsourcing all this stuff so we can fucking get it done, seems like a direct response to people saying like, what the fuck are your Japanese studios doing, and why can't they get out a game in any reasonable amount of time? Like, this seems like them taking that criticism too light, and they're like restructuring and moving directors around to other projects and everything. Seems like them being like, all right, we need to get some stuff out of our Japan studios because the Western stuff that we have going is great, but it's not going to be able to carry this huge, like, multi-country, multi-continent company. So, like, it seems like they are actually taking that criticism to heart and, like you said, getting their shit together.
Yeah, it's interesting because the way that they kind of have their directors going now is really interesting, because Tetsuya Nomura, he's like an idea guy, and it's fun that they have him working with Namco Bandai on the FF7 remake, because it's like, this is a guy who knows FF7 in and out. He designed pretty much all of it, so it's going to be interesting. I'm a fan of his as far as like his work. I like the work that he's done at Square. I think that he's a good director, clearly. Kingdom Hearts is like the most wanted thing ever from Square Enix, so...
Yeah. For some reason. Only crazy people like those games, but that's fine.
Well, it took a crazy person in an elevator to convince somebody at Disney to do it, and that guy was Tetsuya Nomura, so... Yeah. No, he has a lot of goodwill behind him. It's interesting because they said, okay, we're pulling Tetsuya Nomura off, we're giving it a new director just to get it out, because Tetsuya Nomura will stay there forever to try to make it right.
Yeah. And this guy, who's directing 15 now?
I don't know, but his, like, man, I had a hard time watching their press conference, because those two guys just, like, are so dry about it. Like, they were just talking about it, about how they're like, yeah, we're really excited. It's like, clearly, I can tell. Oh yeah, you like this shirt? You can go pick it up at this merch booth. Enjoy.
Hajime Tabata is his
Hajime
name.
Tabata. He's a cool guy, and he's definitely putting the game out, and he's very dedicated towards making sure that it's going to meet the expectations that are being demanded from it. So
it's worth noting that his first major job as like a director of a video game was Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. So
there you go.
So
hey, that game came out.
That game for sure came out. It was pretty good. So at the very least, like he can put a fucking video game out. Nomura has been in like video game directing purgatory for about 10 years now.
Well, because they keep giving him like 8 projects to work on. Like the guy hasn't had time to work on just a single project in
Yeah,
8
I mean, like
years.
even now he's still working on 7 and Kingdom Hearts 3. So he's
Where's the world ends with you too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's put Nomura on The World Ends With You. Let's put him on Kingdom Hearts 3. Let's put him on Final Fantasy Versus 13. Where we're going to give him no resources to develop a game because we're pumping everything the actual 13.
Yeah. Cool.
Let's put him on the Final Fantasy 7 movies. Let's put him on like it's just like that guy. I don't know how he's not dead from overwork.
Yeah.
'Cause I can't
Looking at
imagine
like
that.
the list of his credits on his Wikipedia page is just absurd. Like between Kingdom Hearts 2 in 2005 and now, is like maybe
I'd say that
22 different games.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Scott. Oh, Scott, you're muted. So it's not like you stopped talking. Google Hangout just decided for you that you stop talking. Can you say that? Can you say that for me one more time?
Yeah, I'll say it one more time. It's the key thing here is that they really didn't give him any resources.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that it cut out again.
No,
it
we appreciated your key pun.
Yeah.
Scott's like,
But you see, that wasn't a team match. So, fuck you.
it's fine.
Like, I'm done. No.
Yeah, I mean, like it's definitely at the point where the restructuring is probably micromanaging the resources of that company a little bit better, so that maybe things will get done. Like, after that kind of 2013 relaunch of 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3, I have faith that those games might actually come out. Stuff like Last Guardian, which is still like very ambiguous as to where it's at, less faith, right? But
Was it even at TGS?
Last time they showed it was at that E3.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it was
Oh.
there was a thing at PSX
Was there? Okay.
where it was on the showroom floor. was
That's just like a demo. It's
It
not
was
really...
it wasn't even a demo. It was an interactive projecting screen. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well, they're showing it. They're not hiding anymore, and they're saying it's coming out. So
yeah, I mean, like I don't have necessarily reason to doubt that game coming out this year
Oh, yeah.
because if anything, they'll just like kind of shove it out the door and be like, it's $30 to go get it. But like it's just there's not a lot of faith circulating around the quality of that project. But
Good
see-
reason.
Yeah, good reason, right? It's been through development hell, but seeing everything about Kingdom Hearts 3 and 15 to bring it back to that, it just looks really good. And now, you've played a lot of that demo, you really like it. So,
Oh, I can't wait.
would you compare the combat to like Kingdom Hearts or something like that?
Not exactly.
no, I would say it's very different.
Yeah, it's a lot slower, but like
a bad
it
way?
makes sense. No, not in a bad way at all. Like it's very more methodical. Timing out team attacks and stuff like that. It's really different and different in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
Different for anything I played at least.
Yeah.
I played it. It's fun. I enjoy. I definitely had my favorite weapons that I used.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. I like. The summon system is really cool in it. I haven't played it since they patched it, which is so funny to say. I haven't played the demo since they patched the demo.
Mm-hmm.
That's Tabata wanting to make sure that you enjoy the game before we give it to you, because we'll change it. Trust us, we'll change it. It has to work.
They also said there will be another demo for 15 that will be available to more people, I believe, coming out
And I think
before the
they're-
release.
Yeah, I think they'll probably actually release that on the 30th. They'll be like, oh, surprise! The demo's out. Go get it. You don't have to buy this shitty $60 game for it this time.
And yeah, so they've got the Final Fantasy 15 event on the 30th of March, right?
Oh yeah, and Greg Miller and Tim Geddes are hosting it.
Yeah, Greg Miller and Tim Geddes have kind of funny.
Let Tim host.
Hashtag let Tim host.
Hashtag let Tim host.
That's the
'cause
day
they
before my
wanted to get-
birthday. That's cool.
Yeah. March 31st is your birthday?
Yep.
Mm.
You're like, let me get my birthday card together. Takes a picture nude.
Happy birthday birthday, Mr. O'Neil.
We're gonna get a copyright strike. Stop. You guys are too spot on.
That Marilyn Monroe state will just come after us, hound us nonstop.
I tell you what. Yeah, and I'm guessing like you were a big fan of the trailer, Nabishin.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's a really impressive looking video game. I hope they can deliver on it. That's it though, right? Anything else, Cameron? That you have at your disposal that you'd love to hype up?
Oh yeah, no, I have tons of stuff I would love to hype up. One thing that I definitely want to put out there. So this is the end of the show, right? So I can pimp out all my stuff.
We got some mail sack to.
Oh, the mail sack.
So
I was in the mail sack last week.
You were deep in the thralls of the mail sack. How about we take a peek at the mail sack right now? Find this cord.
And the only other games I've been playing because I wanted to mention.
Oh, that's right, you did.
I bought Crypto the Knuckle Dancer.
Yeah.
It works on my Vita and it works good. I'm really bad at it though.
That's how that starts.
Yeah.
You should have seen Scott when he started.
Yeah, now at least you have faith that you'll get better because you're good at rhythm games. I'm not, so.
It's just a matter
It's hardly even a rhythm game thing, though.
Yeah, it's more of like knowing the pattern of the monsters and knowing how to attack them and while keeping the rhythm all at the same time. So it's very micromanagey. I think I'll get used to it. It's just like I just be in the right state of mind. Any other thing I wanted to mention was like Metal Gear Solid 5. They patched that shit because I turned on that game and there's like so much free shit they just give you just for like they have like in-game accomplishments pretty much. It's like you died like 5 times and we'll give you money for that, or they give you certain items for that. So like it's just interesting going back into that game again, just seeing like what they did different, what's new and what they changed about it. It's not like it's a completely different game, but like there's some certain structure stuff, certain in-game like stuff that's like different about it. But other than that, yeah, that's everything I've been playing.
All right, cool. We have a voicemail from our good friend Silver PR, so let's take a listen.
Yay!
Yeah, your first Silver PR voicemail, Cameron.
I'm excited.
What up, guys? Sophia here. How's everybody doing? St. Valentine's Day. Happy St. Valentine's Day to you guys. I mean, this is going to be posted before that, but not after. Anyway, hope you have a happy St. Valentine's Day on the 14th. Me, I'm set and ready to go because, I need to keep my girl happy. So in the 16th, she leaves me alone because, Street Fighter 5 is coming that day, and I want all the time spent on that.
My birthday.
If I can.
Yeah.
I love that game.
Games. I play a little bit of Grid Autosports, one of the plus games on the PS3. It felt awkward how I was controlling the PS3 controller because it's been months. I think it's more than 6 months that I played the PlayStation 3 at all, and it was kind of weird because I was trying to hit the pause button with the option button was not there. You had to press the start, back in the day, old school controllers. So kind of felt funny using the PS DualShock 3, but it's okay game. I don't like how it's structured with the season. I think Grid has done better things than they have had. At least it's a time killer until what comes out on the 16th. So. My controller is on the way. My fighting pad controller dedicated for fighting games is coming on the way, so happy yay. Maybe on Monday it will be here, so I'll be on the lookout. But it will be before that, so, the 16th, so I'm happy for that. And a little bit of Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. I played the first one. It was fun, so... but it was borrowed, so I didn't have the chance to play the story mode that much. So I'm gonna spend a lot with this one, because holy shit, 12 gigs of fighting game on the PS3? Fuck! How much dialogue in this one is. But yeah. So that's it. Oh, one thing. My 2 cents. People complaining about DLC and the Zenny and the 5 money thing, and there's some things that you can only buy with Zenny, the real money instead of 5 money. Hence, alternative costumes, premium content that'll be coming forward down the road. Okay, listen, guys. First of all, the message was there. I said a couple months before that I think that they were saying, they were just putting on the messaging, the PR speech and whatnot. You are a bunch of dumb motherfuckers. Everything you wanted for free. But what? The internet wants everything for free? What? Anyway, big deal. If you don't like it, deal with it. Hashtag deal with it. Anyway, that's enough about me, guys. I love you guys. Have a fun one. So PR, signing out. Oh, have a happy Saturday.
Thank you, Silver
Silva PR, you are a
beautiful
special man.
Puerto Rican majestic man of a man. It's funny when I had my Google email open and it's like the Google Voice account's linked to my email. So when Silver PR left the voicemail earlier today when we were recording Buddy System, my computer started ringing and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? So I had to go quit out of it so it would just go right to the voicemail box like it's supposed to. So I don't know if that ever affected your journey, Silver PR. So, but anyway, thank you for the voicemail. The Beastcast guys talked about the whole GameStop shutting down in Puerto Rico a little bit on one of their most recent episodes. I think it's worth taking a listen, Silver PR, if you don't necessarily listen to the Beastcast. They had some interesting some things to say about it. They also kind of agreed with some of the stuff we were talking about of now that supply is gone, there might be more demand for it, and somebody might step up and open a mom and pop game shop. So keep us posted on how that's going for you. But yeah, Street Fighter V right around the corner. Valentine's Day as well. Is anybody going to see Deadpool next Friday?
Nope.
Oh, hells yeah.
See you Thursday.
Okay. A lot
I'm
of
seeing
people
it
really
Saturday or
excited about it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna see it right when it comes out. I do want to see it though. Looks fun.
Yeah, I'm
not excited?
gonna try to see it.
Ethan is in the same boat of me. Is it looks great, right? We're excited that it is happening, but we're just not familiar with the source material. Right?
Sure. I'm not either. But...
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
what were you gonna say, Scott?
Cam was gonna say something.
Oh.
I just said, I am. And I'm very excited.
Yeah, I mean, people got to go see it last month. They loved it. Apparently, it's really good. I'm not worried about it or anything. I just I've never necessarily been one for the kind of fourth wall-y comedy superhero stuff. So, but it looks cool. I want to see it. So I'll give it a shot. Wasn't really familiar with Iron Man or Captain America either, and I ended up really liking those movies. So.
Yeah, neither was I.
So, yeah, I'm interested. I'd definitely like to see how they pull it off. So that's cool. That's it for the show.
There's one thing I've been meaning to mention for fucking ever. This literally just popped into my head.
Sure.
The beginning of this year, actually, beginning of 2016.
Yep.
I got a 2 terabyte hard drive for my PS4.
Uh-huh.
And that's amazing. Having all that fucking space. You do not understand. Having space on that damn system now is it's life changing.
I did see that you ordered off Amazon, and I'm like, fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah, cause I did the knife trick Shogun Giant Bomb where you get an external drive and you pretty much pry that one open and you just switch the hard drives from the PS4 into that. And it's cheaper too. It's that would be $80 instead of the $150 or whatever you have to pay for to get an actual not an internal drive. So it was completely useful. And then I switched that hard drive so I have a 2 terabyte on my PS4. Then I switched to 500 gig and didn't put that in my PS3. So that's 500 gigs. And then I put that 351 that was in my PS3. I put it back into the external drive and I put that on my Wii U now. So now my Wii U has 350. So it's that's so great. I'm so happy.
You fucking fangled it all together into this perfect stream of events.
Yes.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting an external 3.0 hard drive for my Xbox One, and just getting something to put in the PS4. It's at the point, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So my question is, how do you transfer information from one drive to the other then?
As far as what? Your saves or?
Yeah, all my shit.
Saves are in the cloud. I just use that, or you can just put on a flash drive or something like that if you want to be like super secure about it.
You
just
can
copy
also
everything
do
over.
a full backup of your PS4 onto an external hard drive if you have another one available, and then restore from that backup when you put in the new hard drive.
Okay.
So, if you want to do it that way. That way you'd have to get a external and a new hard drive though, because the external can't be put into the PS4 or whatever. So.
Right on. I understood that, but
Yeah.
it was a question for me of about the storage transfer.
Yeah.
I was curious about that.
Yeah, I mean, saves is the stuff you got to worry about, which they're already uploaded, so you could probably just erase everything off there and be fine.
Yeah, some saves I had on the cloud that I forgot that I deleted, so I lost my Mercenary King saves, but that's not that big of a deal. So but like all the important ones, like The Last of Us and other like stuff that I want to keep my saves for, I guess I'll have those. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
One pro tip I should mention, as far as this, like as far as the Wii U and an external drive for that, pretty much anything. No, I can't say anything. Like with the Wii U, you have to make sure for your external drive that you have like a Y cable, which is like two cable that like plugs into the external drive. It gives you like two USBs to come out of it because the Wii U's like underpowered or whatever. So like it needs like two USB slots to actually like get the hard drive for that. So I had to order that separately, which isn't that bad either. That was like maybe like $10 or something like that. So like just so pro people who knows, if you're gonna do the route that I did for like going to your PS3 and just using that same case that you use for your that external drive and put in your Wii U, you'll have to buy like a Y cable, but that's like $10, so it's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
Good to know. Good to know.
Mark just tweeted me saying it's getting better day by day, so that's good. You tell Mark that I love him next time you see him, option, and I'll tweet it back to him. That's it for the show. That's the show. We somehow managed to do 2 hours without a new segment. But to be fair, the good chunk of that is us talking about manja.
That was like 5 minutes. I don't know what you're talking about.
That was like 60 hours.
60 hours?
Yep.
A full-length JRPG just worth of talking about anime?
It was a full Tales of Xillia spoiler cast.
You ever gonna
Who
go
knows?
back to
I have.
Hysteria?
Is Hysteria? Yeah, I talked about it today.
You should just give me all the tracks for the Xillia spoiler cast and I will edit it.
I've like been chipping away at that editing thing, just so you know. Like, I edit it like about 10 minutes every time I edit one of the podcasts, so I'm like an hour into it at this point.
Okay.
Chipping away at it.
You
It'll
did
come
talk
out.
about Hysteria.
I did. Yeah, I played like another hour of it. I got to the next town.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if you could edit a podcast on your phone.
I don't know.
That sounds terrible.
I know, that's why it'd be fun.
It'd be fine like on an iPad or something,
Yeah, that's how I would do it.
but it'd be hard to get the audio files there.
Had some good sales on PSN this week.
Yeah, they were good.
I'll buy
I gotta
a
check
bunch of
those out.
I think I'm gonna go buy XCOM 2.
What are the recos from the sale this week, Now Machine?
Like I said, Tales of Hysteria, that was like
Sure.
$30 now.
Sure. Yeah, I already own that game though.
Like Sword Art Online, that game, that's like $5.
Which one?
Does
Hollow
it still come
Fragment?
with the other one?
The port from the Vita, that one is $5. The other one is $30, and I don't know
Yeah,
how much
that
that is.
I have not heard anything good about the new game, and the old one that's $5 is probably worth about $5. So
Okay, I'll be right back, guys. That's it. We're gonna close out the show now. Thank you, Silver PR, for sending a voicemail, and we really appreciate it. 404-590-1337 is the voicemail line.
Isn't this the time for a closing topic? Since we haven't had one all this year.
Oh, we would do it after the credits.
Yeah, sure. I'm just saying.
We
I don't know.
Yeah, we could do one. You got stuff to talk about, so let me.
Do we?
Well, yeah.
I was just
you
saying.
got stuff that you watched that we can talk about.
quickly becoming the best ending segment. Just saying.
It's the one we got. So you can send us an email as well, mailsack@irrationalpassions.com. Each of us are on Twitter. I'm at Alfighter27. Scott is at WhatTechChuz. Nabishin is at NABESHIN 186. And Tony's at Tony Horvath, all one word. Cameron, you were at Unsexiest Comedy.
That is correct.
not unsexiest comedian. That is the name that you have there.
Yeah,
You
no,
should change your name.
because too many. You can't. It's too many.
Yeah.
Too many letters.
You should change your name to Cameron Abbott on Twitter.
I probably will at one point or another,
I'd be down with that.
so people understand who the hell I am.
Yes. You can follow the site on Twitter at IrrationalPod. Some other stuff, rate and review us on iTunes. It helps us out a lot. And Stitcher as well. Check out VG Evo, Podcast Network, Indus, Gamers Only Older, PS Nation. And also check out Malicious Pod X. We're recording a new episode tomorrow. Finally. Goddamn mess over there. I was like, hey man, I can't do a few shows for a few weeks because I have all this Game of the Year stuff to edit, and it just falls apart when I walk away. We're streaming weekly. I didn't get to one this week, but I do have the archive of our Division stream going up as well. Twitch.tv/RationalPassions. And go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/RationalPassions. And tell your friends about the show. Word of mouth is the best way to spread the love. Cameron, you want to tell people a little bit more about Naughty Gamers?
I'd love to. So Naughty Gamers is just a brand that belongs to the co-founders, myself and Chandler Duggar. He's a lot more stoic than I am, is a nice way of putting it. He's a good guy, and we do a podcast weekly. We put out a lot of articles and video content. You can look us up on YouTube, subscribe to us there. You can go to naughtygamers.com for links to all of our Twitter, Instagram, and everything like that. He right now is about knee-deep in XCOM 2, so if you're into that, go ahead and check us out there for that. He's a big XCOM fan. If you listen to our podcasts at soundcloud.com/naughtygamers, you will find out that I am not.
Mm. Yeah, XCOM is pretty good. I don't know if you've ever been a tactics guy, but that's a great place to start.
I am a terrible tactics guy.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's like Final Fantasy Tactics, then I'm all in.
That's
that.
like the hardest of hardcore tactics.
No,
I know
not.
it's
No,
it's
not.
it's the babby shit that gets me, man. It's the babby shit. You plebeians play these games, and it's just like, no, I need my spells to take 6 turns to cast.
All right, that's fair. I will say, like, XCOM, like, the Enemy Unknown that came out for PS3 360, that is a good first, like, daddy's first, baby's first steps into tactics. I got there. Cool.
All right, fine. Then
I mean,
I guess you wouldn't mind a little question, Cameron.
Sure, shoot.
Which Final Fantasy Tactics games have you played?
I played Final Fantasy Tactics originally on the PlayStation 1. I played Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced.
Mm-hmm.
I played Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lions, the re-release for PSP and iOS.
I hear that's really good.
It's super good because they actually do like animated cutscenes and they fix a lot of the kind of wonky dialogue. Kind of like streamline a few like translation errors that made the story really kind of weird and crazy. I mean, anything where you basically get a fight like, Super Demon Jesus is pretty cool. Anyway, that's a spoiler, but I mean the game's been out for like almost 20 years.
Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and A2 are both on the Wii U eShop now.
I don't own a Wii U. So.
I'm just saying Scott's a huge fan of both of those games, so if you're out there listening, go check them out.
Yeah, no, they're awesome.
Yeah, Naughty Gamers just started. It's on, what, episode 3 now? So he's
we're
ground
on
floor. It's only going up from here.
That's
okay?
right.
I believe in you, Cameron.
Thank you. We believe in me, too, so.
Cool.
I believe in Harvey Dent.
This other guy that you're podcasting with, don't know him. Don't trust him.
He's probably, he's definitely the more trustworthy of the two of us. This is the funny thing.
But, I like that I can't trust you.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he can't trust me either, but he keeps on trusting me because at the end of our podcast, I always get to ask him, one question.
That's fair.
And he has to answer it. Because normally when I ask him, these, really weird or messed up questions, he just won't answer them. So he made a deal that he'll always have to answer my questions. And then after the first episode, we made a deal that they can't be about dicks.
Damn it.
To be fair, though, the first episode, the one where we talk about dicks, is a really good one.
So, real quick before we finish out this outro, Cameron, I have a firm belief that podcasts should kind of have their own repertoire for a couple, like 10 episodes or so. But the 10th episode, fair game, guests are welcome.
For sure.
Can we lock a slot in episode 10? Alex Arnold comes on.
I really can't offer it to anybody else but you, Alex.
Okay. I was about to say, if you were about to say, actually, Sean Pitts sent me this great email. I was like, are you kidding me? That's it. Sean and I are both coming on. I'm sick of this.
Is that what it always is? Because I feel like that's what it is. Sean Pitts is like everybody's first guest on their new podcast.
Sean, just because Sean's more handsome than me doesn't mean I can't have fun.
It's that baby snake face. I don't know if I can trust it.
It's true. I'm not saying you have to trust me.
No, but I can't. You've helped out so much in getting the word out there, so I really can't imagine having anybody else but you.
Well, I would consider it an honor. I will be there in 7 weeks. It'll probably be like right around my birthday. I'll get drunk and come on your show. For everything else, Rational Passions and links to Naughty Gamers and everything Cameron's doing, RationalPassions.com, of course. And don't forget to check out my Firewatch review, which is up by the time you listen to this. If you're listening to the podcast form, the audio version. Let's do a closing topic. Tony, how do you feel about Netflix and chilling?
I mean, the same as I always feel about Netflix and chilling. As long as it's with someone who you mildly are attracted to, and it's a no strings attached relationship in which the next day there is no commitment, then I'm always down to Netflix and chill. Is that the kind of relationship that we're about to enter into?
I think so. Dating Start music just fucking came on, so we're doing this.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Like, the moment the soundtrack came on was the moment you started talking about Netflix and chill. It's like, oh, this is great. This is amazing.
For those who don't know, Netflix and chill is a closing topic where we just talk about all the shit we've been watching.
Yep.
Assorted or otherwise. Nabashin, you've been watching a ton of stuff. So why don't you kick things off?
Like I said, I finished off Gallivant.
It's so good, isn't it?
I love it. Me and my best friends, we just like adored that series from beginning to end. And like they didn't catch the last 2 episodes because they've been busy. But like I caught that like at the end by myself, and like I just loved it. It was so much fun. Like bought the soundtrack immediately, like I did last time, and like I've just been listening to that constantly at my job. So that's been super good.
That'll get you through the day.
Definitely. Other than that, caught up on Adventure Time. Saw the latest one. That shit was trippy. But it was the good Adventure Time trippy that I love, and can't wait to see where that connects to, because there's a hand everywhere now. So I just like, oh man, this is totally fucked. But I can't wait. I can't wait to see more.
There's a what everywhere now?
The hand everywhere. I'm not trying to give too much away. Remember, it fell through the portal.
Oh, that.
Yes.
That's what you were talking. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna get super bad super soon. But yeah, that's gonna make what. That's what I love about
I didn't think anything of that.
Yeah.
Oh, it has to, right?
I was thinking of something else.
Does it?
Does it
have to?
I think the ham has to go. We're
I
talking
was thinking.
ham.
No. You see, I was also thinking like not while you said the hand, but like during the episode, I was thinking about the other hand.
Oh, okay.
You see, and you got it immediately. God damn it.
Are we talking about the hand like the stranger? You know what I mean?
Oh, isn't that where you like sit on your hand and then that's how that works?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to.
But is that what you guys are referring to? That's the.
I mean, that's what I was talking about.
No, we're talking about something different.
I don't know what these chuckle fucks are. Cool, I'm glad you're still digging Adventure Time. I know it was like, you said it was like kind of like slow or like not up to...
Just not in comparison to how he feels about Archer. It's still really good though.
Okay.
That's because Archer's fucking phenomenal.
I can't wait for that next season.
It's so good. Oh, the way the season ended was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan of it.
Quick question for you guys. Did you guys ever play Rogue Galaxy?
No.
Not Rogue Galaxy.
Heard a lot of stuff about it.
Nope.
That made me want to play it, but...
Chris Riccio from Interactive Distractions is playing it. He's really digging it right now, so...
That's my in dude right there. Is their game of the year show up yet?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was that was something.
I need to listen to that.
Oh, so good. All right. Other than that, though, I haven't watched Dragon Ball Super, but I've been reading the manga, and that's been very interesting.
So you can never go back.
Probably, honestly, like
Yeah.
seriously, it's really good. That probably is mostly it. I can think off the top of my head at least. I might pop up with something else, but yeah, that's it for now.
I've been watching. I'm so behind on Game Grumps just because like I only watch like 1 or 2 episodes a day, and they typically put out 3, 2
Way too
Game
many.
Grumps episodes a day. So, I kind of like chip away. I just finished Mario Galaxy, and
Sonic Adventure.
I finished that a little while ago.
Mhm.
That's a fucking trip. Holy shit! Talk about the deepest, darkest despair. God, that series is so good. Mostly because like they cannot fucking comprehend how bad a game that is. But I started them doing Link Between Worlds, which happened a while ago, but like I said, I'm behind on all their stuff. I watched some of their Jingle Grumps stuff. I finished all that. And I have to watch some of their Google Grumps stuff. But I finished another one of their series. It's like an older one. The main thing I watched was like their whole Prime Undertale playthrough, which was just bringing back all these feels. Like I got real emotional at the end of it.
Yeah.
That's right, because you haven't done that before.
No, not the genocide one.
I know you didn't
pacifist.
watch that one.
Yeah, I hadn't watched it yet.
Right.
So it was like, just bringing me back to all that and like all those desires to play through that game again. It really it fed those pretty well for me.
Yeah, I'm totally I love replaying games. That's something I would like to replay again.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I urge you not to do it the same way, though.
Yeah,
The kind of person I am. I like just making my decisions. It's just like Mass Effect. It's the same fucking decisions every time, but like I enjoy it just because of that. That's just me, though.
I might
like Papyrus, though.
I might like try some different stuff.
Right. But like, Alex, how much do you like Papyrus?
I like Papyrus.
All right. In your next run, just have him as the only main boss alive.
I can't do that.
Just do it, okay? Just do it. It's really good.
Because like
Papyrus is great.
Sans like chooses not to fight you because he spared his brother, right? So like it's just like a thing of thanks for doing that, I guess. But I really liked that game. It was fun watching them play. It was also cool. Like at one point, like they see the thing where like Flowey appears on the edge of the screen and disappears, and they freak the fuck out. And they're like, "What the fuck was that? Looked like somebody was there." And I'm like, "Oh, that's so good." Like then not knowing what that was.
That's right. I did tell you guys about that too.
Yeah. And I saw it in my playthrough, so I didn't know what was going on the first time through, but and catching up Flash and Arrow, still watching those every week. That's the only show I'm really watching every week, although a lot of stuff is still on mid-season break. I am caught up on Once Upon a Time.
You should move your phone, Alex.
What?
Move your phone.
Move my phone? Sure.
You did staticky. I'm sorry.
Oh, is it like
Oh, it's still doing it.
Yeah, it's happening.
It might have been.
I
It might have been
was
doing that for the
totally
past like
playing it.
45 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
Really?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, then I have to stop my recording. So give me 1 second.
Let's all talk about stuff while Alex can't talk.
Yeah, you guys can talk about stuff.
I
Oh,
don't
you've been
want.
watching Tony.
A bunch of like tech videos on YouTube, basically. No like, no like actual like TV or shows or anything right now. I have been thinking about watching Iron Chef for the past hour. That show is quality. I might also download some diners, drive-ins, and dives. Watch all that shit. Check out the Righteous Burgers.
You see, it's funny because we never really talk about those shows, even though I do occasionally watch a couple episodes
Yep.
of them, just 'cause.
Yeah.
But it's like when I go to talk about it, what do you remember from that show?
He went to a restaurant.
They cook stuff. That's
Yeah.
obvious. It's called Iron Chef.
Yeah. A lot of my like watching stuff has been like Kerbal Space Program from Giant Bomb, and
So
like,
good.
It's so good.
So good.
I keep telling Alex to watch it. Let's see what else. Just like I watch all basically like all their stuff. Today I started watching the Best of Giant Bomb series. There are 91 of those, so
Nice. I only keep my Giant Bomb subscription for the Giant Bomb cast, or sorry, the Power Bomb cast, because it's good. The Power Bomb cast is fantastic.
Somebody want to count me in?
no.
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right, on 1. 3, 2, 5, 1.
You fucking animal. It looks like it was just for the past 2 minutes, so I was
Okay.
it was fine.
Well, at least that's what it sounds like on your recording then. Also, I've been watching some speed runs for Undertale just because I think those are very interesting. And I don't know, other shit. Like random other stuff. Typical YouTube fare.
The YouTubes.
To speak on Kerbal Space Program really fast.
Man, it's good.
Like the latest episode when Austin just broke. He's like, I can't fucking do this.
Yep.
Oh
my god.
I was just dying. I couldn't handle it.
I need to watch this. Oh, I watched Mario Party 5.
Oh, you finally got around to that?
Yeah. That was fucking amazing. That's probably my favorite one, easily. The audience dynamic adds a lot to that for me.
Yeah.
I hope they do that the 6 at PAX East, Tony, so that we can
So
go
we
and
can
fucking
go sit in the front
our
row.
minds.
I'll give you a Dan Reichert shirt to wear.
Okay, that's fair.
So I'm just now scrolling through my YouTube history just to see what the fuck's going on. So I'm seeing like there's Bloodborne speedruns in here. There is a video on how to pronounce composite.
Okay.
Scott knows what that's about.
Yeah, what a derp.
What a fucking idiot. I have let's see, a Secret Hitler thing of people playing Secret Hitler on tabletop, which is I'll link it to you,
that sounds
Not Machine
awesome.
and Alex, after if you want me to link it to you too. Like there's this one specific round that they played that is so good. It's Total Biscuit, Jesse Cox, those people. If you know those guys, and it's so good. And then other than that, like endless Game Grumps stuff, and then like AGDQ stuff, a ton of Ninja Sex Party music videos. You know.
God, I'm so looking forward to
The
to
new
meeting
album.
them. So
Oh.
and the new album. Yes.
And like 18
4th.
different viewings of the Giant Bomb Esports Gone Home Xbox One Step Simulated Prestige 10 lobby.
Oh, it's so
The
good.
video's great.
Oh God, I love Jeff so much. Oh God, that video
And then this weird video that I'll just like link in the chat for you right now, Alex, because I think it's pertinent.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's 10 minutes long, but you only need to watch it for about 4 seconds.
Okay, we're pulling it up right now. Yep. So you're an animal, Tony. At least you know it. Okay.
It's pretty good. Anyway,
Indeed.
What the hell?
Yep. That's
there's no good context for that. It's just there.
10 minutes of that, huh?
10 minutes. But
Did you
only
watch
need
all
4
10 minutes of it?
No, of course not. I only watched it for about 2 seconds because I was linking it to someone.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that's fine then. Yeah, one last thing. I watched Arrow and Flash. Those are still really good. Flash.
What the fuck was that, Tony?
Flash is really good.
We don't talk about it anymore, okay? It's done.
Yeah, it's done.
over, out of our lives.
It was
Game over.
very relevant to the conversation.
Tony talks to a lot of gross people on the internet. I don't know if you're familiar with the service, the internet.
Same people that Scott talks to.
Yeah.
Is Arrow getting any better? Because I heard it was doing like it had like a bad season or whatever.
Yeah, season 3 of Arrow is a little rough. Season 4 started great and has continued to be a lot better. It's got a really great villain now.
Does he kill people?
He fucking murders the shit out of people. Not Arrow, but the villain.
No, Arrow. I'm wondering if that ever changed back to it.
No, but they've definitely played around with the idea, a lot more.
Did you see the Heroes of Tomorrow or whatever?
Legends of Tomorrow? I've watched both parts of that pilot. I haven't watched the third episode yet, which went up on Thursday. But that's actually all right.
Molly Cyrus.
It's big, like it's like explosions and like high budget, and it's crazy. So, and it's got like the main guy who plays Rip Hunter is like one of the actors from Doctor Who, which is really funny. From the stuff that I saw of Doctor Who. So
keep an eye on your audio levels, Alex.
I'm watching them right now. So, what are you hearing the static, or are you hearing?
It just pops up every once in a while now.
Okay. It doesn't look like it's popping as much as it was before, but hopefully we can just get to the end of the show.
Sure.
Yeah, that's about it.
It just happened again.
Okay, good, great. I think I can see where it's popping up.
Okay.
Anything else anybody else is watching?
I'm watching. Or am I not part of this conversation?
No, you are.
Yeah. Please.
No, get out!
I watched Still the Greatest Show for several years running. I believe it's in its sixth season at this point. Greatest show on television, Shark Tank.
All right.
I was like, what could it be? Like, what could he say at the end of this? It was Shark Tank.
You weren't seeing that coming, did you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, no, Shark Tank. So here's the thing. I got Hulu a couple months ago, where it's the commercial-free Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing is
Glorious.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Because I always said, like, Hulu Plus was a bum deal. It didn't make any damn sense. I'm not going to pay money for a service that I can get off my mobile device, and I still have to watch ads.
Mm-hmm.
There's a place where they can stick that, and it's where the sun don't shine. So I never picked it up.
Dark Side of the Moon. Yep.
Dark Side of the Moon. And then they announced it. I was like, this is what I've been waiting for. They got me.
It's so good.
I haven't touched Netflix in weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And that was only because I was like, I should watch another episode of Jessica Jones. But then Hulu keeps calling me back like this siren temptress, just pulling me back in.
I don't even remember what commercials look like.
I don't ever.
So I don't have TV, so like I just don't ever see commercials unless I'm on YouTube. Which, if I watch enough Game Grumps videos in a row, it just stops showing me ads. So I've got it all figured out.
Yeah. No, it's oh my gosh. So Shark Tank, I watched Gallivant second season. Phenomenal. Just quality-wise, so good. They definitely play around with the fact that like it's clear that this is a show a lot more. Mm-hmm. They break the fourth wall quite a bit still. They're throwing a lot of meta stuff in there. It's really good. Great way to stay funny while not being too current with current events, so that it will stay fresh longer. Too many week-by-week shows like that don't do that well enough.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
It dates it really badly. Been watching a lot of. So I watched I just wish they would put it out more. But the Giant Bomb Cast. Sorry, not the Giant Bomb Cast. I keep on saying that. Giant Bomb's Power Bomb Cast. They put that out once every 3 months, and it's like just a good solid hour to hour and a half of just talking from like a bunch of disgruntled old men about wrestling, and it's great. Because Jeff Gerstmann has the best insight ever when it comes to wrestling. That guy. He talks about it like it's his heroin addiction. It's phenomenal.
He was on the Game Over Greggy show a while ago, and
long time ago.
Yeah, his topic was like, how do I stop watching wrestling? And it's really good.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal episode overall because Jeff Gerstmann is like this old jaded man who's been in the entertainment industry for far too long.
Yeah, I love it.
And he just has the best insight into anything.
He's also like one of the nicest people if you ever get the chance to meet him.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I really want to meet him. The thing is though, I'm not like a Giant Bomb guy. Like I didn't know about Giant Bomb really before I was like, who's this Jeff Gerstmann guy? Mm-hmm. I stayed out of like the whole video game review. The whole thing. The only time I'd ever heard of Jeff Gerstmann before is because he got sacked for calling Kane and Lynch 2 a piece of crap.
Yeah.
And that was like 2 decades ago? Not that long.
That was 2008, right?
Yeah,
2007.
2008.
Yeah.
And then he started Giant Bomb, and that's a thing that people loved, and it's cool.
Yeah, you should. If you're like I would say, like, if you're at all interested in becoming, like, feeling more informed about the video game industry in general, like, the Giant Bombcast is, like, the best
Oh,
entryway
no,
to
I listened to the Giant Bombcast.
Okay, good.
For sure. Like,
Yeah.
I got pulled. Funny enough, it's because of you, a good big part of it. The way when I met you in San Francisco, you just, like, yo, well, Giant Bomb this, Giant Bomb that. I was like, I gotta look this up, because Alex knows his shit, so I watch it. I listen to it. It's good.
Yeah, it's like, I've learned more about the video game industry through that podcast than any singular other place. So
Yeah, it's good. So I've been watching some Giant Bomb stuff. I am still going back through some stuff that I want to hear from him from older episodes that intrigue me.
yeah.
YouTube, geez, if I'm not watching, like, this is how, like, weird I am. If I'm not watching, like old wrestling clips that people link on Reddit, or What Culture's WWE channel. I usually only use it for the occasional kind of funny video that I'm not getting on Patreon. Trying to think, like, I watch a lot of YouTube, but it's just mostly random shit.
Yeah. I think that's like everybody on YouTube.
Yeah, everybody on YouTube.
Pretty sure that's how they make money.
But then, as far as, like, episodic television, something caught my eye. It's an anime called Grimgar. It popped into my feed because of
No, Tony.
a friend recommended it to me. What was that?
Sorry, Tony posted a link in the chat, and I just had to tell him no.
Did you watch it?
I did watch it.
It's so good.
Let's see this.
It's pretty good.
For people who will utterly be confused watching, it's a video of a dog, like, howling, but they have overlaid the cleric beast sound from Bloodborne, and there's, like, the Bloodborne UI and stuff. It's really good.
It's pretty good.
It's an excellent 6 seconds.
Pretty fantastic. Something else I've been watching, Hell's Kitchen's back on. Hell's Kitchen's always
My mom
fantastic.
loves
Gordon
that show.
Ramsay. He's my
Gordon
man.
Ramsay is the man.
Yeah.
It's either he's tearing people, like, he's tearing their asshole from the inside out on Hell's Kitchen, or he's, like, teaching kids how to never give up on cooking even when they lose in MasterChef Junior.
Yeah.
Like, it's the two biggest parallels of all time, and I love it.
This is a great BuzzFeed article of Gordon Ramsay quotes from Hell's Kitchen applied to MasterChef Junior. It's fucking amazing.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah.
I've gone so far back in my YouTube history that I'm seeing Tales from the Borderlands Episode 4 Finger Gun Fight and Take a Shower with Quiet Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain gameplay.
Good old Game of the Year
Good old
flashback.
Game of the Year show.
Scott, you been watching anything you want to talk about?
I've actually just been mostly jumping in on the same stuff that you guys have been watching, because it's also, half the stuff that I've been watching, like the Flash, the Adventure Time stuff.
Cool.
Aside from what we've already talked about, I can't remember.
All right, that's fair.
And one last thing I like to mention, just the last stream for Kind of Funny when they did the stream for the animated series. I watched that entire thing.
Oh, the giveaway day stream where they celebrated it, or they're like the final day, January 31st.
The final day.
31st, yeah.
Oh, the best quote ever was on that show. I don't have a doctorate in chicken. I don't got a PhD in chicken, but I got a PhD for that pussy. Oh.
Yeah, on the fucking chicken wings live stream.
The chicken wing thing of, like, I don't even know. Like, I tweeted at Greg. He just said the most fucking off the cuff shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for most people who don't know, like there was one their last charity for, like, it was like 82,500. Their last thing was for their last perk was for Colin and Kevin to play Keep Talking Nobody's Flow. That was my idea that I actually pitched to them. Tim actually tried to put it in. It was so close to getting it too, but it didn't actually happen.
That would have been amazing, because Colin would not have fucking time for it. Okay.
Yeah. But then I asked the question again on Colin and Greg Live, and like Greg was like considering like, yeah, maybe we should still actually do this, but Kevin was like, no, because like
He's just gonna yell at me.
Because of literally all the reasons.
yeah. Well, hopefully
Yeah.
it still happen, but
I think it
great
will
film.
because everybody besides Colin and Kevin wanted to happen.
Yeah.
Mm.
There were some great highlights to to all of them, to both those streams, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
That's it for the show. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Cameron, for coming on and joining us. We really appreciate it.
It was a privilege and an honor.
Well, the same to you for joining us as well. Your company is well appreciated here. It's good to just watch this blossoming bromance between you and Nabashin. It brings a tear to my eye.
He's just kind of like this really handsome guy that noticed me. You know, I think of him as like a podcast senpai, and he noticed me.
Podcast senpai noticed you. Well, we'll definitely have to get you back again sometime.
Anytime you want me, I'll be here.
And if you haven't already, go check out Naughty Gamers. Give them a subscribe rating on iTunes. You guys aren't on iTunes yet, are you?
No, because that's a process. We're still stepping through the growing pains. But
Yeah.
just and it's KNOTTY. You filthy animals.
Yeah, not Naughty Gamers. Naughty Gamers.
Yeah, if you do that, because I looked at on Twitter and
Like
don't do that.
NOT_E_gamers.
Yeah.
Not E.
Damn it, Tony, you're gonna confuse them.
Good.
Thank you to our wonderful musical man, Danny Wiesner, for our opening music of Two-Player Co-op and our closing music of The World is Saved. He's awesome. Go check out his music, DannyWiesner.bandcamp.com. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Nabashin, for joining me as always. I love you guys, Winky Face. All the... Yes. We're coming up on 269. We have to do something for it.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we need to do actual nothing and never mention it.
What did you do on episode 69?
I have something.
We made a
I got
lot of
something.
gross
Alex,
jokes.
I got something.
Okay, you got something, Scott? Good.
Yes, we label that show 270.
IPP episode 269, 270.
What we got to do?
It's 260 dash. No wait, 270.
We've got to get Joe back on, and then he can titty fuck my butt cheeks. Finally.
Finally.
Cameron was like, "What the fuck?"
That's a deep cut. That is a serious deep.
Yeah,
cut.
that's an old reference.
Can you
back.
fuck my butt cheeks? Those are words, man. Those are words.
Like, that's episode 98, 99, I think. Go check that out. I've been your host, Alex O'Neill. Play your games, stay rational. We'll talk to you all next week.
God, that cleric beast dog.
That clear piece, dog. So, Cameron, you want to stay recording until I tell you to stop recording?
Okay.
I'm watching it again. It's really fucking good.
I know.
The ending is so good.
I watched that like shortly after I watched that video that I sent you about what is this? The fuck? Oh, it's like a YouTube video started after the doggo one.
It is worth noting, Silver PR tweeted me saying Irrgees means ambition in German. One of those titles with German names in it because Japan is weird that way.
All right.
Read me some titles, Tony.
I will. See, we got Sorry Afghanistan,
What the fuck?
Righteous Burgers, Nabashin's Sacrifice, Divorced in Audition, Is the Crystal Chronic, Get Fun, Yeah, Bon Kui Kui, Does She Have a Sword, Believe It,
Believe it!
Watching Anime is Genocide Mode, Key Puns, and Super Demon Genius. Jesus, excuse me.
Super D. Oh, that's right. I made a reference to that.
All right, I'm voting for yeah.
Yeah?
Cameron, what title do you like?
I just said it, so yeah.
I like Righteous Burgers because
Righteous Burgers. Can it be Righteous Burgers?
No.
we don't do
It
mashups
would be
here.
Righteous Burgers.
We did it that one time. It was the longest title ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit as well. Cameron, can you do something for me? Can you
Sure.
do me a favor? I need
course.
you to say you're listening to Irrational Passions Podcast, episode 264.
I'll say the second part, and Scott say the third.
No,
part.
we all say the second part. Clearly, we all have to
Don't
say
worry.
it.
All right, everybody else say the third part.
Is the third part.
I'm making dreams come true.
Are you doing the Righteous Burgers thing?
And then everyone's gonna be like, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Cameron, you got it? Do you need me to say it again?
Just to clarify, it's you're listening to Irrational Passions, episode 264.
I got it.
Okay, there's a podcast in there as well. Rational Passions Podcast.
No, yeah, it's your two Irrational Passions podcast.
Don't fuck him up, Scott. You did that enough last week.
Are you typing that up in the?
I can type it. I can type it in here.
It's
I
at the
put it in
bottom.
there at the bottom.
Okay.
I bolded
Oh, is
where
it
should
in the? Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. You're listening to Irrational Passions Podcast, episode 264.
That's one righteous burger.
Good luck syncing that one up.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Thank you for watching, video viewers. We love you guys. You guys can stop recording now.